Alrighty, welcome back. We are going to jump into Warhammer 40k Rogue Trade. So let's get into it. Just get everything switched over. Okay. Alright, we shall continue. I believe we were just about to land on the planet ruled by the Pirate King, or whatever the fuck is we're calling him. Would have been helpful if we could have had the conversation about, like, what's the deal with the planet? Just before now, but whatever. Right. Where the fuck are we? Footfall. Yeah, we need to land on Footfall, funnily enough. Right, I just need to do something, just a moment. There we go. Cool. But yeah, we dumped a load of frames during the break, so please do refresh your players. Stolen stars. Dark Elder have been observed stealing suns in the Cronus Expanse. Suspect fucking hell. Frequency. Pardon me, suspicion. What prompted this increase in their reputations? Why? Okay, right. Right. So that's cash. Is elsewhere. Cool. Okay, right, we need to actually land on Footfall then, don't we? Field Abundus. Right, where are we at? Ash World. Over here. Okay. We'll make our way straight to the Footfall. Oh. Your lordship, something sinister is unfolding among the survivors of Rykad minorities. There have already been several cases of evacuated refugees being found either dead or dying. All of them have been blinded using various means. I fear there is reason to believe there are agents of the cult among the people who came on board. Shit. I knew the anathema would not fully release its hold on those doleful souls just yet, then let us march and drive it away. Give me a proper report on the refugees. How are they quartered? How are they supervised? The serfs and planetary wardens were assigned to 2 auxiliary lower decks. The commoners were riled up and frightened by the calamity, so to keep their senselessness in check, we only assigned those of sound mind to work and pump sedative gas through the ventilation into the compartments holding the rest. Bloody hell, okay. The venerated Praetor Electroid Da Impulse 6 and his retinue took refuge in one of the engineering bays. Or more accurately, they barricaded themselves in. The wise servants of the Omnis Sahara, fearful beyond measure that ignorant laypeople might damage or offend their miraculous fusion reactor, so they cloistered themselves in their own personal fortress. Bloody hell, okay. I need to know more about the killings. 11 bodies have been found thus far. The first victim had their eyes burned out with a gas torch, second had acid splashed in their face, the third was found wandering around on their last legs with metal pins sticking out of their eye sockets. They died before we could interrogate them. The rest were killed and disfigured in similar ways through blinding. No trace of the killer's identity was found. Begin the interrogations. It will be done, your lordship. If I may interject, there is no need. The interrogations have already been conducted. I put the enforcers on alert as soon as the first body was discovered, though I decided not to disturb your lordship until I had results. Well, now I do. We have already arrested, let's see, 4 perpetrators at the scenes of the crimes that had yet to take place. Those are not murderers. They are suicides. Explain yourself, Senator. people we apprehended were about to blind themselves and end their own lives. I'm confident that all who perished did the same. When questioned, they all said the same thing. They are haunted by the sight of the dying Rykad minors. Even in their sleep, they still see the same horrific picture, so the sad wretches would do anything to make this nightmare stop. Oh shit, okay. Triple dose of sedatives, perform cleansing liturgies on the decks housing refugees, increase surveillance and assign enforcers. This is not the work of cultists, and I cannot care less. Once they're off the ship, that'll be that. Hey, some Random Geek, thank you for lurking while working. Hope lurking while working goes well. Muniz, if you're still about, can you shout out some Random Geek for me, please? Right, I think. Thank you. What do we reckon? Increase surveillance, or no, perform cleansing liturgies on the decks housing the refugees. We shall banish this blight with the strength of our faith. That's what it be. Certainly, Lord Captain. Except I'm afraid it's not just the refugees. Otherwise, voices. 3 out of the 4 people we arrested were members of the crew. They watched Rykad minors die, and it left their minds scarred. We all bear the mark of that dark catastrophe, for it was the attention of the ruinous powers that branded our very souls. May the God Emperor have mercy on us. Shit. You were warned, your lordship. It is regrettable that you did not listen. Yeah, well, I tried. To Footfall. Void Dock, Alpha. Yeah, okay, cool. Who are we taking with us? Well, myself, obviously. Is there anyone mandatory? Not you. Cool. It's nice to tell you I'm leaving. Fair enough, skis. Appreciate it. Cutscene. Liege representative. The welcome procession is not particularly long, but it does attract attention. Everyone is dressed in their finest apparel, every button gleaming. Standing in front of the others is a woman with clearly expensive implants. She bows in solemn courtesy. Rogue Trader, Footfall welcomes you. On behalf of the Liege Lord Valadim Tokara, allow me to express my joy at your arrival. The Liege awaits you in his residence, but should you have other business to conduct on the station, I'll be honoured to serve as your guide. Cassie's lip curls slightly. This is so familiar. Behind the amber-coloured scattering of words of welcome, far less appealing cues lurk, murky and diluted. The look of someone accustomed to lying and hiding their intentions. Okay. What's the situation on Footfall? There are certain problems, your lordship, but the Liege can acquaint you with them far better than I. Awareness succeeded. Behind her polite, soft tone, you detect the slightest hint of nervousness. It is as if she is reciting a reply she is carefully prepared beforehand. Interesting. You really should talk to the Liege about this. I'm just... She doesn't get a chance to say the rest. Uh-oh.
Hey, newcomers!
Shit!
How's this for a warm welcome?
What the fuck?
Your arrogance will be your downfall. I'll turn you into corpse starch.
Okay, cool. Alright, so... What do we got? Argenta going first. And Argento going first. Cool. Okay. Nice. Is there a way I can get with them in a burst? Awesome. Let's put you there. And next up is Cassia. Put you there. Then Abelard. I'm gonna put you here. Then Carter. I'm gonna put here. Then me. I'm gonna hang out here. Then Pascal. You can hang out there. I think that's everyone. Start battle. Right. So. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to have a look at rapid fire. Less damage, more shots, concentrated fire. Actually, spending damage reduces dodge. Rapid fire.
Without deeds is worthless. Doubt is for the weak.
Go! Dash, dash, nice. Nice. Cool. Okay. I got one and injured another. So what I might do is we might do a single shot. Movement points. Movement points don't matter.
I'll do it.
Let's give you another shot. 23%, 23%. Shit. Hang on, are they hostile as well? Yes, they are. Oh shit, I didn't realise there were so many hostiles. Okay, pop that guy. Oh yes.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Okay, get a load of momentum to start off with. In turn, right. Cassia. Let us do the horrible thing that you do. Yes. Oh, hang on. Who are these guys? Wait, are you friendly? No, I didn't even realise that you were there. Okay, well, this is going to happen to you regardless.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain. Witness the fury of House Orcelio.
That killed... what? Okay, killed those... Hang on. No, it's not that moving. Okay, they're still alive, but they're stunned. You're just heavily damaged. Okay, right. What we'll then do is we're gonna get Argento to
If I
have
may.
an extra turn, and she's gonna do the shooty shoots. Or at least try to. They'll cost an action, don't they? They actually count as dead, I'm not sure.
I'll do it. Eradicate it.
Nice. Very nice. Okay. Now. Yeah, we may as well just go fucking crazy with
I am his will made
Argenta.
manifest.
Right. Shoot.
Doubtless for the wicked you, my emperor.
Nice.
As
Shoot.
the emperor comes is why I was
Nice. Shoot. Hey, nice. Good shit. And now she can move. Sort of. Not granted maybe cover, but within the target.
The enemies of the emperor will be undone.
Push forwards. Oh, we didn't kill that guy. That's annoying. I thought we killed them. That's a pain. We did not kill them. Okay. Yeah, we didn't kill them. That is an issue. This will do. Is we're going to you to there and charge that guy.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones.
Charge! Slash! Then we're going to get you to do a basic attack on that guy.
Victory is imminent.
Then you're going to
It will be done.
endure. And then possibly... Oh shit, all the cover's gone. Bugger. Brace for impact might be a good one.
Indeed.
This is a lot of people now out of cover. It's not great. Shut them. That doesn't matter. That didn't do yet. Up to there, do concentrated fire. And blast. Not bad. Can run and gun you. Let's get another shot. May as well. Nice. Not a problem. Are we making land foot on footfall? Making foot land on footfall land for foot. I don't know. Horrible person. Khaki tells you it was. Oh no. 4.5 litres of water to collect, and then you're out of here to the next area. Right, I think that'll probably do.
Look out.
Nope.
Out of my way!
Okay. That is why we fired up all the defensive capabilities there. Annoying that Katsia's opening of her third eye blew up all of our cover. But there we go. Right. You can't order her to activate again, can you? No, you can't. You could, however, order Avalon to activate again. chopping up blood-stained Amelia. Whoever the hell that is. Excuse me, what? What can we do? What can we do? What can we do? Could Abelard get there? I think so. But then we wouldn't be able to do a charge, slash attack. What do I reckon? What do I reckon? Well, he's getting cover regardless. Squares, which I don't think I've got the ability to do. Definitely not a safe ability to do. 2, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so yeah, I can go 7, but it's only going to help so much. It's a plant grenade. That's a significantly larger area. They've got gas masks on? No, I don't think so. Trying to think, is it worth getting Abelard into the fight, or is it worth chucking a gas grenade? Or some kind of grenade. Too far away. So it's right then. What I might do then is I may push up to there. Oh, damn. Then you won't be able to move though, will you? No, you won't be able to get there. If I trigger this, then everyone gets 3 movement points. 1, 2, 3. Will that be enough to get a charge off? I'm not sure. I don't know. I mean, we've got our shooters over here, so I might actually have Abelard try and deal with her. Yeah, that's all it is. I'm going to move to there. Then I'm going to voice of command Abelard. No, okay. I guess we're going to do that first. I'm going to do that, then we're going to tell him to do something useful. He should be able to charge that distance. Yeah, he should be able to charge that distance.
It's as good as done.
Right, now Abelard. Charge this chickadee.
At your beck and call.
Chop! Yeah, well, yeah, so you did 30 damage and she's still alive. That's sack making. Cool. Then I'm gonna tell Argenta to take it
personally.
And I'll do it for me. Pascal. Pascal. I could do that. Trouble is, if I do that, oh yeah. I forgot you got a plasma gun, not the rifle. Fuck. Okay. that, then that. Okay, analyze. Then expose weakness.
The scriptural prognosis is favorable.
Then perfect spot. Because that's just a single AP, isn't it? Yeah.
The Omniscient knows all, comprehends all.
Now, plasma gun. 54%.
Request approved.
You missed. Damn it. That's upsetting.
Let's get to it.
Oh, there's more leads there. Hello. Didn't see you there. Oh, there goes your cover.
Let's get to it.
Oh, there's loads of them. Got it. Cool. Well, that's a problem. That is something of a problem. Damn it. So I can get there through the night. Winding grenade. It's medkit. Somehow that's worse. Lovely. Okay. Slaughter.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Slaughter to increase our ballistic skill and get rid of the winded effect. Better a minute ago. What happened? Was that? I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my mind. Hey, compelled to die. Howdy, you laying on the long dick of the law on a town as Arbites. Something like that.
I'll do it. None can escape
No,
the Emperor's judgment.
We're just doing the base campaign because that's all I got. And then you ran out of kick. I don't have the DLC. Right. Extra turn. Who do we give an extra turn to? It's turn order. Abelard's up next anyway. That scale already needs to move because it's covered with deleted. Arbite's expansion is really good so far from what you've seen. Get Arbite's origin and character start. Oh, that's cool. No, we've just got the base game, I'm afraid. Speaking of, named hero of the Vampire Coast, I led Pirates in Total Warhammer Dick Halfmaster. Okay. That's in your mid-tier class, which give pets. Oh, wait, it's because the Cyberdog. Nice. Yeah, gotta love the Cyber Mastiff. Right. What I'm thinking. So I might have to go there. Open her damn third eye and fuck up everybody's day over there. Sure.
I have read tomes of military tactics, as duty demands.
Cool. Melted them. Then what do I want to be? It's always weak. They released the Arbites class in Dark Tide 2. Yes, I saw that. Yeah, funny that it is seemingly Arbites weak. Can you? Fuck. Why can't we give you him an extra turn? Fuck. No, I'm probably gonna see. Okay. Okay. So go for if Abelard. Finish that bitch off.
It will be done. I
Sure.
took care of this one.
And well, there's not really enough point in doing anything else. This is gonna work.
At your beck and call.
We call you primary target. Just finish your turn. Then it's his turn. Oh, shit. Did you actually kill her? Yes, good.
I will do my duty.
Charge that guy.
One fewer target.
Nice. Okay. Just go there. Shot him. Good. As
My place is at the
sworn
fore.
enemy. And then chop. Nope. That's pretty decent. Then restore all AP MP, gain 5 MP, don't use me. Melee on melee weapons. That's tempting. I might just have Abelard go fucking chop crazy.
No matter the
Yeah.
cost. Victory is imminent. Reduce to dust.
Right. Let's get you over to there. No, because that's going to be going through threatened squares. Let's get you there. And chop.
Indeed. I took care of this one.
Chop. And move again. And chop again.
It will be done. One fewer target.
Whoops, I didn't realise there was another one behind there. How many of these buggers are there?
At your beck and call.
We done? Good. Cool. Aye. Well, that's a hell of a welcome that we just had. The shivering young servant looks up at you with horror in his eyes. Emperor, protect me. They killed. Gang puny thugs attacked me. The Emperor's anointed rogue trader von Valentius. Such poorly organised attempt on a life can only be seen as a personal affront. Fear not, young man. We took care of the attackers. Do you know who they were? Stop quivering, unwashed worm, and answer me. Who would dare to attempt such an outrageous attack? Attack around the dock? This kind of happen often around here? Fear not, young man, we took care of the attackers. Do you know who they were? Your lordship, those guys were Anvers. They're a gang. They're the worst, I'm telling you. They're scared of no one, not even Liege. Glances around like he's expecting more bandits to appear. Does this kind of thing happen often around here? Shooting, yes. Attacks on nobles, not very often. Unless it's the Anvers. They're vicious. Not a week goes by without them killing and gutting somebody. Wicked heretics, they respect nothing, they follow no rules. Okay. Go report this to the Liege. Yes, I'm sorry, your lordship. I'll just go report to the Liege. They killed her. They killed my lady. Oh, this is terrible. Uh-oh. Okay. Liege representative. Okay, yep. Plenty of loot that we don't care about. Chest plate. 2%. Dodge velocity. 30%. Dodge flak armor. 35%. Dodge fantasy of 75. Okay. Weighty axe. And a melee weapon. So special attack. 20% armor pen. Tempting. Maybe it weren't caught in that.
Is there money to be made?
Yeah, everyone go with him. Chainswords. Why a chainsword's doing less damage than a slightly fancy sword? That's annoying. The balance in this game doesn't make sense. Does not make any sense whatsoever. What have we got here? Leaflet. We need no rules or leaders. We are not an organization, we are a force of nature. ANV. Anvers, yeah. Okay. Random junk. Excuse me while I lose everything on the docks. Okay, some of that shit there. There's a lot of dead people here. Enforcer light cameras, 25% no dodge velocity. Ooh, interesting. Okay. Supposed to get that. Okay, I don't know how I'm supposed to get that. Right, I'm gonna talk to Opticon 22. Hey buddy. Tall, hunched tech priest stares at you unblinkingly. A breather mask conceals his gaunt features. The skin on his hands is a sickly grey hue, while his augments show signs of combat damage and are plated in black chromium, giving him a general air of lugubriousness? Lugubriousness? What even word does that mean? I don't know. Initiating identification procedure. This unit is defined as Logis Opticon 22 and is fully authorized representative structural part of the Cognizant Fleet and the priesthood of the Adeptus Mechanicus. Access has been granted to the following options: information exchange, strengthening of diplomatic links, trade deals, donations. Initiating official greeting procedures for esteemed high-value visitors. Glory, success to House von Valancius. Binaric aura area begins to flow from the scratched box attached to the priest's chest. Requesting information exchange regarding contractual obligation Logistica Theta. Interesting. Yeah. Means looking sad. Seriously? Okay. Pascal and Opticon 22 exchanged glances and a short series of binary signals before bowing their heads in satisfaction. Opticon 22's head bows noticeably lower than Pascal's. What is Logistica Theta? Under the contractual obligation in question, 34.761 Terran years ago, the Explorator Cognizance fleet received from representatives authorized units of Von Valancius dynasty a volume of high-grade promethium equal to the fuel capacity of 6 Tantalian void tankers. Received it and then didn't pay. Compensate, remunerate, settle accounts. Should I go on, or is that enough synonyms? The stipulated payment reciprocal offering from the Cognizance fleet can be made to Von Valancius assets at the current time, after which the contractual obligation will be fulfilled. Archive. Confirm the status regarding acceptance of the payment reciprocal offering. You waited 30 years to pay up. Execution of payment reciprocal offering is in accordance with the specifications of the contractual obligation. Allocation of assets from the holdings of the Cognizance fleet was initiated when the tankers reached the main squadron, 14.905 Terran years after the initial transaction. Okay. Asset allocation process concluded 2.663 Terran years later. Transportation of assets to the Fear of Under system took 16.862 Terran years later. Final delivery of assets to Footfall took 0.331 Terran years. Clever. If you'd been purchasing fuel for a squadron at the other end of the Imperium, you may never have had to pay at all. We would have turned to dust before you made it there and back. Okay. But you say my dynasty has had extensive business dealings with you? The statement is true. The Cognizance fleet concluded 1,292 contractual obligations with Von Valancius dynasty as represented, led, administered by a counterparty identified as Theodora Von Valancius. Most substantial was Pact 8 Yule, in accordance with the Archmagos Cubis Delphim, data usher of the Sevenfold Hallowed Workshop of the Sacred World of Euphrates II, was transferred to the planet Kiava Gamma to perform the duties of Minister as its fabricator censor. These services of such highly enlightened, enhanced, authorized servant were recompensed via the offering of paid for with a 7-year contract granting the fleet's exploration vessels maintenance privileges at the Kiava Gamma facilities. That is true. In the last couple of decades, Lady Theodora took pains to form a strong relationship with the Cognizance fleet. She turned down a dozen candidates looking for the right tech monitor to watch over Kiava Gamma. What payment can I expect? Universal Mobile Orbital Deployment Extraction Astra Aratol Processing Complexes in quantity stipulated in the contractual obligation. Each unit has undergone a cycle of maintenance liturgies and is assessed for conformance to the Sacred Standard Template construct. Orbital Deployment... Okay, so, like, drop extraction machines. Great creations of the Omnissiah, blessed be his beneficence, who has bestowed upon these these complexes industrial might and a full cycle of reproduction and life support. Consider the Prometheus my gift and a sign of hope for collaboration in the future. No, I think I'll accept the payment. I confirm I'm willing to accept the payment. The request is accepted. The sacred machines will be loaded into the hold of your vessel. The contractual obligation, Logistica Theta, is concluded. The Cognizance fleet thanks House von Valancius for its cooperation. Receive mobile extraction ×2. Okay. I have some questions. Information assistance will be provided. Opticon 22, that's a strange name. Designation Opticon is an identifier with an illustrious history, is a significant number of archive references, and is used by many explorators in the Cognizance fleet. The extension 22 is a custom edition made by the current unit designed to highlight the unit's unique personality. Okay. You're an explorator? Then why are you here instead of exploring faraway systems? This unit functioned as senior planetary scout for the duration of data-classified procedural cycles. It was distinguished with 1. 3 promotions by 1 grade, 2. The right to Tier 2 sacred augmentation, 3. Notation in fleet-wide archives as a valuable unit. After a reconnaissance mission to Tiana system, in the Tiana system, this unit was promoted to the rank of Logis and transferred to Footfall in order to perform the functions appropriate for its current status. There is something close to wistfulness in Opticon 22's otherwise emotionless voice. My archive contains data on the reconnaissance of the Tiana system and associated special circumstances. I express my respect for a veteran and adherent of the fleet. Valid assessment. The TNR system was a great test of faith, an assessment of this unit's durability threshold, an act of destructive xenocide. Okay. So what happened in the TNR system? Pascal and Opticon 22 turn to you and snap in unison. Data classified. Oh shit. Okay, whoops. That was a mistake. Oh, looking, sounding, etc. Oh wow, purifier isn't quit. Still on the left. Whoops. Huh? So, what are you doing on Footfall? This unit performs 1. Residential representation, 2. Maintenance of the bureaucratic machine for the purpose of ratification of the insulating boundaries, 3. Management of the Kappa thread supply line, 4. Compilation of astrographic reconnaissance data. Let's sound along and heavy side. There was once a tech acolyte in Lady Theodora's retinue who knew the unique language of the esteemed tech priests. I only began to realize the true value of his abilities after he'd been devoured by a xenobeast on some nondescript world. Whoops. Okay. Pascal, do these words have a translation? A hiss of static resembling a sigh comes out of Pascal's vox. Opticon 22's functions can be conveyed through the flesh, so to speak, as functioning as the fleet's diplomatic mission, overseeing shipments, ensuring that laity does not encroach upon the explorator's sphere of interest, and collecting data on star systems. Fair enough. Why are you here and not, say, at the Liege's palace? Prolonged communication with the lay people of high social standing causes this unit vexation, desire for forceful cessation of vital functions, grief, decline in motivation, righteous fury, willingness to initiate purity protocol. Remaining in an area of repair and maintenance of sacred machines is beneficial to this unit's cognitive functions. So it makes him want to kill everyone around him and himself. Got it. This statement is true. The behavioral dynamics difficult of lay groups are frequently devoid of logical patterns and are taxing to analyze. I have no more questions. Information assistance mode deactivated. I seek the friendship of the Adeptus Mechanicus. The priesthood of the Adeptus Mechanicus is interested, considered expeditious cooperation with rogue traders. Under the terms of the Treaty of Mars, it is willing to provide service to the Von Valencius dynasty. The priority of service tasks can be raised if diplomatic links are strengthened. Cognizance fleet will be glad, alternative unavailable, to accept any samples of sacred technology, samples of profane xenotech, miscellaneous items. Reminder, storage, study and or disposal of the aforementioned objects, with the exceptions of 3 miscellaneous items in the preferential, is the preferential right of the Adeptus Mechanicus. Okay. Oh, the Cognizance fleet is like the Mechanicus main fleet, main non-explorator fleet, I believe. That's fine. The Explorator fleet will also accept information about planets in the Cronus Expanse that have not previously been recorded in the planetary register. Interesting. Okay. Why do you want information about planets? Well, he just said he was collating it for navigation purposes. Sure, whatever. Omnifaceted study of the Cronus Expanse is the sacred mission operational objective of the Cognizance fleet. Information about the planets and star systems of the Cronus Expanse will be compiled, studied, and transferred to the holy repositories on Mars upon completion of the Great March of Exploration mission. This process increases the totality of knowledge and decreases the totality of ignorance in the universe. Okay. Why are you interested in Xenotech? Isn't that heresy? The Cognizant fleet finds it reasonable to believes that forbidden knowledge in the hands of laity causes destruction and violations that go against the Omnissiah's will. Weakness of mind that unleashes xenoheresy, which consumes the laity whole. An example of this demonstrates the outline pattern. A void station in a system of Langren's belt According to the data available to the Cognizance fleet, the heretics on the station have trade relations with Xenos for the sake of obtaining dangerous and pernicious technology. The destruction of these heretics is of high priority, but not high enough to demand immediate action. Okay. I'll make a trade deal with. Oh, okay. We can trade shit. Alright, medication. Defection gloves. Parry melee attacks with a ranged weapon using ballistic custom. Okay. Weird. Okay. Target designator. Where it hits the enemy with Deadeye Shot, it reduces the enemy's deflection by 1 plus 1 exploit until the end of the turn. Interesting. Mobile extraction. Yeah, mobile mining outposts and what are deployed practically anywhere. Inhospitable, surf clan assigned to it will devote it to maintenance of sacred mechanisms and the extraction of resources needed by the road trader. Don't know how many more of them I really need. I'm probably going to need a few. Profane Xenotech. You can fight with the Inquisition over Cogboy, yeah. You almost speaks like a Skaven. Skaven have weird tech. Skaven admit confirmed. Ha! Yeah. Right, Children's Manual. Manual grants the plus 6 to Medicaid. Plus 6 to Toughness. Bonus. Movement points after using a make. Okay. Hang on. Ratobi. Pattern bolster 10 to 16. Shit. What's what's Argenta armed with? I can't remember if she's got a better bolster than that. I think I'll be able to come back. Toby Gun Plasma Pistol? Oh, I don't have that. Alternative Manipulator. Using reload costs 1 AP less. That would be handy. Omniscient Axe. 16 to 24. Fucking hell, okay. Will to live. Force Sword. Yeah, we don't need that. Precisely, that was good. Large medkits, haywire grenades, combat manipulator. It's a non-attacking consumable item. Counts as an attack of a different type than previously attacked the purposes of versatility. Oh, okay. Targeting visor increases the chance to hit targets rank 10 or further by 10%. Huh. Pounds. Invigorating Resolve. Heavy plasma gun. Slick body glove. Buy one of the arc rifles. Deed of Concentration. Plus 1 AP for each consecutive turn that the wearer is not moved. Improved Injector, plus 2 temporary wounds from combat stimulants. Plus 0 AP, Stun Grenade. Deadly Repeater. Force Field Emitter. So you're using running gun, the wearer gets plus 15% cover, efficiency running cover. Heavy shield. Plus 1 deflection, plus 6 parry. Shield bash. Interesting. Focus melter gun. That'd be nice. Right. Here's the thing. Let's trade for some more. Well, I don't know if we can. Let's forget how this works, right? This increases our reputation. I'm not sure it increases our profit factor. Ship components. Where's the ship components? Yes. Heretic trophies. Spawns off the ship. Let's do that for now. No, 500 more, okay. I'll give you one thing I holy gifts then, I guess. Wherever they've gone. There you go. Alright, has that helped me at all? No. I don't know how to improve my profit factor. How do I improve my profit factor? Because that means I'd never ever be able to afford any of this shit. Any of this really cool stuff. I'd kind of like to have... you. Excuse me. No, let's just move shit around here. We don't need that. Alright. What can we sell at this then? Well, we don't really need that. Don't need them. Liege. What have we got? I thought we'd done to the basic pitch chainsaws. It's like, it'd be nice to have that. Perhaps we cannot. Don't think they're worth having. They might be worth having, sure. Combat ship. Let's see if we grab that. Alright, I don't know how to increase our profit factor. That's a shame. Okay. Well, we've sold some random junk to him.
I have a nose for profit and the taste for adventure.
Yeah, about that. Okay, right. So 35% dodge most of it, 25%. Well, no, 35% dodge 30%. Or 25% and dodge 50%. So I'm not frontlining. Let's do that. You... 10% more armor. You don't have heavy armor efficiency. Excuse me, why? You're already wearing them. She probably wants to dodge more than hit. She's already got something better. Where was we had a thing? Where was it? That. 15% critical hit chance of ranged attacks against enemies that have 50% left. What's your armor value currently? 30%. Okay, let's do that. I'll make you get hit a bit more, and then we'll do this. Armor, I think I should. Okay. 5% hit chance, 3% critical hit chance. Immunity to critical hits for the first 3 rounds of combat. Okay, never mind. You've got. I'll give you a helmet, but that's a sharp bonding model, but that's okay. Cool. Okay, right, who did we have? Combat shotgun. Oh, jeez. That is significantly more powerful. Let's give you that. Okay. Alright, let's get some level ups going, I guess. Officer archetype has been mastered. So now we pick a second archetype, don't we? Vanguard, unstoppable force on the front line, beacon for their allies. Vanguard only goes strong with a physical battle. Frontline leader, defensive support, temporary wounds, absorbing attacks. Unyielding beacon. Master tactician. Using leadership and combat prowess, master technicians are able to harness the momentum of their party to enhance combat effectiveness and allies themselves. Scaling with party success, long-term single target buffs, momentum, versatility. Or master the battlefield, positioning for themselves and their allies. Grand strategist is able to increase battle effectiveness of the party by designating and strengthening important parts of the battlefield. Battlefield control, ally buffs, unique utility, enemy debuffs. Interesting. Combat tactics taken hold. Press advantage, tactical advantage. Let's follow the long street first. Very good. Take one. Momentum would be cool. Can I see what these give me first? Yes, I can. Specific areas providing a bonus to all allies, including ground structures. Frontline, backline, and rear. Oh, yes. In the first round of combat, 3 areas created in 1 turn. Following turns, only 1 of them can be created per turn. All areas can be moved with corresponding abilities once per turn and can't overlap. Combat tactics series common with ground strategists, the OS. Yeah, okay. Also, the abilities use ground strategist always acts first in combat. Interesting. Okay, taken hold. Chooses one of the combat tactics areas. If the ally inside gains an extra turn with 1 AP and 2 MP at the start of the ground strategist next turn. Bloody hell, okay. Every enemy that was killed in selected combat tactics areas, AP is increased by 1 up to the maximum of 3, and MP is increased by 2. Wow, okay. Shit. Interesting. Hang on. Master Tactician has the next attack to deal a plus 4% additional damage for each stack tactical advantage. Master Tactician has and loses half tactical. Okay. Gains stack tactical advantage, but every 5 momentum gained or lost by the Master Tactician or their allies. Master Tactician begins. Okay. So. Orchestrated firestorm. Starts 3x3 zone on the battlefield. All allies have line of sight to enemies. Selects a zone. Make an immediate single attack against a random enemy within the zone they can target with their weapon. Same deal. Until the beginning of the Master Tactician next turn, the allies that attack spell the last volley suffer -20 to the ballistic weapon skill. Fellowships reduced weapons. That makes some sense. Okay. Or Vanguards, which probably doesn't really fit. Each attack against Vanguard grants an unyielding beacon. Each stack increases resolve by 1. Gain 1/5 of the bonus. Temporary wounds apply to the Vanguard now stack, but they remain stacked until the start of the Vanguard's turn. Start of each turn, remaining wounds reduce the largest amount granted by what? Remaining number of temporary wounds Vanguard attempts to attack each enemy in what? That attacks the Vanguard or the allies in a 3-cell radius around the Vanguard. And it's counter attack. If the Vanguard has enough MP, they can move towards the attack. Vanguard moves there if it moves good. I think that's going to be a ground strategist then. Yeah. I think pick ground strategist, so select 3 areas to provide bonuses. Yeah. Okay. Whoops. Get a second tier episode. Right, chickadee. Bounty Hunter. Bounty Hunter chooses the next target before the previous one realizes it's even dead. Critical hits, defense reduction, killing key targets, repositioning. Master Tactician. Okay. What Arch Medicine? Middle Master of Warfare, blind various weapons, mid combat. No range or anything in between. I'm stronger with each second in battle. Versatility, large area attacks, personal buffs, weapons set rotation, crowd control. Okay. Right, hunt down prey. Mark any enemy in the combat area as prey. When we kill the target, marks prey, stackable bonus to the end of combat. Bonus depends on the enemy difficulty tier. Maximum wounds is temporary wounds. Critical damage. Percent critical damage and critical hit chance. Okay. Hunt down the press 3 charges at the start of combat. Okay. Wild hunt. Simultaneously makes several attacks. The number of attacks equal to the prey in combat. Bloody up. Okay. These attacks are equally divided among all the prey in the bounty hunter's line of sight. Attacks always hit and score critical hits. Okay. Jeez, ballistic skill perception. Okay, second weapon. Okay. For this one. Versatility. Other attack types, a single shot, melee attack, or Single target or burst, area melee, area range or range burst. Match medicine gains +3 weapon skill and blister skill for each stack of versatility. Got 4 or more stacks, deal an additional weapon skill bonus or blister skill bonus plus damage, whichever is highest. Okay. I think because we keep going between burst fire followed up by a single shot, this one might be good. Maybe. Steady superiority. Until the end of combat, Archmaster can make one additional attack each turn, including one attack on a turn that heroic act was used. First attack after using this ability plus 0 AP. Okay. I suppose we'll do Archmaster then. Yeah. Yeah, single shot, melee attack, single target or burst, area melee, area ranged or ranged burst, yeah. There we go. Alright, Pascal, Assassin. Identifying, slices vulnerabilities, dispatching them when aiming is necessary, high damage, dodge and dodge reduction, threat elimination, hit and run. Bounty Hunter, same as that one, or Grand Strategist, same as that one. Okay. See, honestly, I'd rather level him up in Tech Priest rather than any of this garbage. But what do I know? Seek the opening. Whenever an assassin hits an opening, excluding over penetration, they deal an additional plus 10% of the target's maximum wounded damage. After the attack, the opening is moved to the opposite side of the enemy. What? Each enemy's openings that were not hit by the assassin during the assassin turn are moved to a randomized side of the enemy. Start the assassin's next turn. What's that? Deal an additional. Yeah, but how do you generate that opening? What? Dispatch. This attack. Attack can't miss. Does plus 50% more damage. Gives additional damage to 25% of the target's missing wounds. Assassin's dodge reduction, and armor penetration and parry reduction double for this attack. What's this one doing? Marcus Prey, stackable bonus. So, whenever the bounty hunter kills a target marked as prey, they gain a bonus. So, it expects us to mark multiple targets as prey. This is a headache. All these fucking abilities. Right. I think Bounty Hunter probably works better for Pascal. Do it. Alright, Chickadee, you are... How do you be Ground Strategist, but let's have a look at this again. Powers their next attack to deal plus 4% damage for every stack tactical advantage they have and loses after stacks. A stack tactical advantage for 5 momentum gained. Start with a number. Okay. So let's check first. Guess we'll make her Master Tactician. Overlord, Assassin, Vanguard, Archmilitant. You probably make more sense as a Vanguard, so what does it do? Each attack against the Vanguard grants them a stack of unyielding beacon. Each attack increases their resolve by 1, a maximum 15. Allies in a 2-star radius gain a bonus to equal 1/5 of that. Temporary wounds apply to the Vanguard now stack. Only remain stacked until the start of the Vanguard's turn. At the start of the turn, the remaining temporary wounds are reduced to the largest amount granted by 1 effect. Yeah, okay. Remaining is lost. No, the remaining what may also become temporary wounds. Okay. Unyielding Guard. Attempts to attack each enemy that attacks the Vanguard or their allies in a 3-cell radius around the Vanguard. To make this counter-attack, if the Vanguard has enough MP, they can move towards the attack. If the Vanguard moves, the area of effect moves accordingly. Oh, whoops, I should have been checking that. Yeah, he makes sense as Vanguard. Yeah, sure, why not? Go for it. And then Chickadee over here. I haven't actually finished leveling you up. Whoops. Jason is a bit of a headache. Do I want to give you bolt weapon proficiency or something? I don't know. I don't know. No melee superiority bonuses. That's shield bash. Dual weapon combat, dueling mastery, flame weapon proficiency, grenadier. Most grenading combat doesn't spend AP and does not count towards the attack on this turn. That might be cool. Shield. Increase the wounds by character's level. After rank level. As weapon experts. Melee weapon specialist. Melter proficiency and nimble. Plasma proficiency. Power weapon expert. Shield mastery. Oh. That's annoying. Sword weapon. Projectile weapons gain +2 minimum damage. Tempting. Or +2 movement points. +2 minimum damage on a shotgun. That'd be pretty nasty. Or first grenade use in combat doesn't spend AP. Yeah, grenadier. It's kind of what we were building that towards. Yeah, sure. Oh yeah, firearm master. It's for MP, and that's not too much spend MP. What? Oh yeah. Oh, we already have that feature. At the end of combat, swords are rated fires increased by 10%. At the end of combat, all swords attacks 20% harder to dodge. At the end of combat, swords attack gain +10% armor penetration. Or, till the end of sword's turn, each fair attack deals an additional damage equal to the number of attack targets. That could be funnier. Because shotgun. Right, bounty hunter, master tactician, or archmilitant. Right, if we're stacking multiple prey, bounty hunter kills. Whenever the bounty hunter kills a target marked as prey, they gain a stackable bonus to. So yeah, they could be marking each other. Or they could just be shooting things, you know. Let's still see, not really. That's the advantage. Let's do it again. I mean, Bounty Hunter sort of makes sense for her. Sure, I guess. Right, okay. Is there anything else to read around here? Aristocrats, citizens. Right, okay, I've got some shit to look at. I'll drop save. On 52. Okay, strange memo. Early booked by the ulcer, the Void Dam customs guy. He's always on duty. Does he get any time off? Does he ever leave for a piss? Is he a servitor or something? But guess what? Hang on by the window. Remember to bow to the Emperor through the window. What? Okay. Hang out by the window. Remember to bow to... Of course, it's horrifying. The victim was thoroughly beaten before being shoved into a crack between the boxes. Okay. Sorry. He's a bit squished. Rationings are sneaky cheats. Just one used to be on broth lunch. I don't know.
I always get the
At first
job
glance, they
done.
look like standard containers, but their frames have been reinforced and sealing improves to keep in the smell. These are used to transport contraband. Okay.
Just as I planned.
This container is labeled Destination Janus. It is covered in dust and must have spent a long time here. Okay. Loot. Random junk. Okay. Random junk. Yep. Okay, so now.
I always have a backup plan.
Right. Rules this container have rusted, its contents rusted away, situation not uncommon for shipments trying to pass through Imperial Customs. Leaflet. Now's our time, not theirs. Go to their homes, drag them out of their beds. Carve over their bodies like carcasses of slaughter. Bloody hell. Okay. Imperial Navy, Caspilica, Corda, Von Valancius. Their names mean nothing now. Tomorrow we'll erase them from memory. Go and seize power as much of it as you can carry. A and B. Right, okay. Is this Dim is not a man to be messed with, a far cry from the old Liege. Okay. Lordship, oh, rank 5, Your Lordship, braces for Valancius, go right ahead, no checks are needed for you. Fancy. What was that? Level 5 functionary, Morbicio, Cavalry. Jesus. Nothing. Okay.
That's how it's done.
Small ulcer. Fuck's sake, what is the text overlap? Right. Small ulcer. The central spot has been given to Drusus, a saint from the neighbouring Calixtus sector who is widely revered in the various schools. Life of St. Drusus, Volume 3. Okay. Alright, cool. guess we carry on then. Almost 100%.
I always get the job
Tenure is
done.
marked foodstuffs, but it's empty, and by the looks of it, it's not been moved in a while. Huh. Cool. Okay. Well, that's a waste of time, isn't it? What have we got here? Another one of these. Alright, okay. Guess we move on then. Alright. Atrium or shadow quarters. I suppose we go to the atrium. And we'll go to the shadow quarters first, see what's there. Is everything still running properly? You can all hear me, see me? So... Right, okay. Game is paused currently. Why?
The Shadow Quarters. When I was last on Footfall, I used to take my weapon and wander this area, anticipating an encounter with a mutant or a bandit.
Why are your recollections of this so blue? And the more you talk about it, the darker the blue becomes.
That's concerning. Yes, everything works. Thanks, be nice. Wasn't time to destroy these tiles, they were definitely pried out with purpose and diligence. What's happening there? Between gardens. More fucking bullshit. Lordship Valencia's rogue trader, the grace of the God Emperor, sacred Lords of Terror. More crap? Yep, more crap. Got it. So, anything useful?
Always keep your eye on the price.
That's concerning. You know, rules a leader. Yeah, okay. It was flame like that, you idiot. You almost refueled her. We'll show you how it's done. Okay. Just not feeling it anymore. That's all. The guy pretty much cinder now. It was a lot more fun when he was alive and thrashing about. Excuse me. Okay.
Rise to the top or get left in the dust.
Alright, well, either we engage the Anvers right now, which I think it's probably best not to. Not just yet.
I always keep my options open.
Yeah, jar over there. Oh, can't you see the road traders here?
Keep your wits about you.
Senior Quarters replaced Caligos Winter Scale as Footfall's greatest patron. Okay. We're going to get another note with more propaganda bullshit on it. Random junk. Random junk, including a psychoactive gem. Should totally be down here, yes. Behind closed doors, you hear the humming of primitive washing machines and the voices of laundry workers singing simple songs. Wastewater unsafe for drinking, even after purification and having its water. One post of the call to serve the Imperium.
I always have a backup plan.
So this is a work.
This explorator is blessed with multifunctionality.
Good. Charge, okay, sure. Yes, the civilian populace should have access to melter charges. No. Oh shit. No, 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 no.
You will beg for
Fuck.
mercy,
I'm
but I
done.
will grant none.
I'm done.
None of them.
Okay, well, guess we're going to war. And here comes another training target. Fire it up, you idiot. Oh dear. Yep, I dommed. Didn't mean to do that. Oh well. Guess we're going to war. So this potential to get someone better position. Right, I'm going first. Okay. Oh jeez, there's no cover here though. That's not good at all. Right. Argenta, me. Here, then I'll go here. I mean, I could risk Argento just being further up. I must see that. Just have you shotgun anything that comes around the corner. Damn. Yeah, it's gonna be rough. I made a horrible fucking mistake. This is far from ideal, but it'll have to do. Thanks for wiping these idiots out. Go for it. Right. Oh yeah. Right, so... You made it to the next area, put a small building, put the balls, and breakfast is after water tight. Seems about... It's half a bricky. Oh no. Right. Mark an area, 5.2 cells. Yeah. Gain 13% damage with ranged weapons, gain 10% over penetration, 10% chance. Back. Backline gain more cover. Frontline. Okay. Right. So, the rear is going to start here.
Who if not me?
Right. Cover efficiency, dodge. There's really a lot of cover to have cover efficiency in this one. Can't go that. No. Let's go to there. Let's go. Bit that's got any extra cover.
I'll see to it personally.
Go. Then set up to the front line. Which will be...
I'll make it happen.
That was probably a really bad position. Yeah, I could have made that a bit wider, I think. Whoops. Oh. There it is. Now where it is. Right. So. Argent.
On it.
Voice of command. Now. Just double distance. Alright, yeah, so let's take aim. Then we're going to tell her to have a turn.
Who if not me?
Have 2 action points. There's 2 action points. You are not going to be able to get anyone. Shit. She's 0% odds there, but whatever. Alright, go for it.
Doubt is for the...
Okay, well, you killed one of them. Okay. Yeah, you hit one of them, hold on. We'll see if we can designate the front line. Yeah.
It's as good as done.
That's probably that. That is not helpful. Fuck. I thought it was one of them. It was not one of them. Well, that, yeah, we're going.
Scared yet?
Let's make it quick.
Endure.
Cool. Lovely. Really appreciate that. Buffs are not considered area attacks. Whoops, I've been wasting. Oh shit. Okay, well, that's fine.
As the Emperor commands, each strike is a prayer.
Okay, you absolutely massacred that guy. Good job. Now, how the hell do we...
Faith without deeds is worthless. As the Emperor commands, I act.
Momentum. Right. Do a bunch of attacks. Alright, yes we can. So let's do Rebellious Slaughter. Get rid of the window effect. And that's trigger
Power
this.
resides in the will of the righteous.
Start racking up some shots.
Eradicated.
Go.
Doubt is for the none can escape the Emperor's judgment.
Cool.
Injured.
Stop chucking incendiary grenades. Really?
Let's get to it. Here we go.
You'll regret this.
Rusty Damashers. No. Little help.
My tactics are flawless.
Except now you're all going to burn to death. Cool. So concentrated fire. And
Already done. Nothing of value has been lost.
how do we miss that guy?
Nothing I can't do.
Gun actually shoot this guy please.
All too easy.
Alright.
Not a problem for me.
Hold on.
Don't know what to do.
Let's get to it.
Okay. Okay.
Let's get to it.
Let's make it quick.
out there. It's becoming something of a problem. Love the pain. Toughness increases each time it suffers damage. Which is on is increased for each adjacent ally. Any glimpse of fate on Argenta?
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Bring it down.
If only that were possible.
Can't do bring it down because she's already used her. She's already done that for someone. Fuck. That was a waste of it, but hit them in such a way that we're not going to hit our friends. Yes, we can. Is that worth doing? Yeah, probably. What we do with Avalars? Probably can't charge that far, can we? We can charge that guy.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
It will be done.
You didn't fucking kill him, did you, idiot? Well, we already lost her. She... Oh, yeah, able to save her. I don't know. Brain fuckery. Takes 2 actions. Can we get her? She might be dead. I think she might be dead. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna win this.
Heavy is the tread of his faithful.
Max, then we'll do
Running binaric override.
exploits. Then overcharge, area attack.
The scriptural process.
Cool.
Out of my way! Let's get to it!
Thanks.
I will do my duty.
Swarm enemy. Why can't you charge them?
A tactically sound approach.
Charge. Chop.
I'm not interested.
Okay.
Victory is imminent. Target well struck.
Very cool. Okay, so, we should command Abelard and stop him being on fire.
I'll see to it personally.
And get back in the fight!
I'll make it happen.
Stop burning, you idiot! And
I'll see to it personally.
High momentum.
6, then start chopping. Store APMP, 5 MP, don't use MP, 4 attacks, no weapon. Yeah, just start fucking
Indeed.
chop.
An exemplary strike. We'll rule the stars themselves. At your beck and call.
Chop.
Follow my lead. Grey hair, sure hand.
Huh.
It will be done.
Cool.
My faith shields me. As the Emperor... I'll do it. As the Emperor commands, I act.
Okay. How to stop you guys being on fire, but still. Yeah, I don't know what to do.
Here we go.
Hey, they're fighting on fire.
Show me what you've got.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh no. Great, thanks. Appreciate that. Okay. No, that's just an particular. Yeah, gentle. Just fucking get it into the turn. It's too far away. Why can I not tell what's happening? What's happening? Don't really understand what's going on. Stack 48. Okay, already. Bloody hell. Hey, Teledin Tulip, how's it going? A suggestion about somewhere you should go while you're on the station? Sure. I mean, I've only just got here. I announced my arrival and then went to this very bad place. And one of our characters is on the floor with no hit points. I don't know if they're dead or just unconscious. But yeah, I'll take a suggestion. Right. This guy. How much fucking health he got? 39, 225. Okay, yeah, we're gonna do this. Let's do this.
Try to die with grace, at least.
There we go. There's no dead unless stories evolved. Okay, cool. Thank you. That helps a lot. Who's up next? Can't shoot anything though, he's done recharging. Shit.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Moon Eyes, can we shout out to Lady and Tulip, please?
Reading damage to bulk.
Wait, what? Did he just fucking fall over?
Let's get to it.
My ears are ringing.
This character you can get on the station is pretty cool. You can leave the place before going to the person, and you lose the opportunity to get them. Okay. No. Thank you for sorting that shout out. Right. Why don't you have a medkit? You should have a medkit on. You are cool. Don't be silly. You're great. Right. Okay.
Victory is imminent.
Chop.
At your beck and
Chop that guy. Then... Then can't chop him, that's the problem. Okay, let's just get you into fucking cover, shall we? Today, right. Why did you use it? Oh, you suffered from a stun grenade. Let's redesignate the front line.
Who, if not me?
Then So where do I go to find this person? Chila. Why can't we use any of our abilities on Argento? What is going on? Okay, we can do that. That doesn't really help. Burning, bleeding, stunned. Is she stunned? Is that right? Yes. Back in the fight, idiot.
On it.
Good to go away and show away more. No worries, Moon Eyes. Thank you for being here. Hope you enjoyed. Take it easy. See you around. Still can't walk straight. Can order you to turn.
It's as good as done.
I probably should have got him to have a turn rather than her. No.
Doubt is for the weak eradicated.
Cool.
I'll make it happen.
Turn right.
Guided by faith. Each strike is a prayer.
Okay, crippled leg. Agility was reduced by 20, movement by half. Fuck. Okay, that's something at least. Thunderhammer? Bloody hell. Okay, yeah, that's okay. That's the thing. Fire blessed carapace. Fucking hell. Fire damage as well as immunity to burning. Fucking hell, okay. Oh, she talks to the guy who runs the place, looking for a bar inside of a converted void ship, looking for the location that's called right now. North in the Shadow District will be the Martyrs and Duros. Converted ship. And you find the bar. Okay, but it's got to be after we talk to the guy that runs the place. Is that the case? Spectrum now. Anvers note left from Cinder's crew. He's waiting for you. You know the place, so be there on time. The turn can be seen from the entrance of the Adeptus. Make sure some Gorka doesn't see where you're going. Okay. It's just a massive dodge penalty. Yeah, okay. I don't think anyone else has got power weapon training, which... Ooh. If that's Abelard, that'd be funny. Yes. Bar's entrance. Hang on. Note found another particularly aggressive gang. Find out more about the strange gang. Right. A new particularly aggressive gang has set up shop on Footfall, showing no fear of anyone. It's worth taking a closer look at the belongings of those killed by the Anvers and searching evidence. Anvers' brazen actions guarantee they'll give themselves away sooner or later. Note found on the body mentions a location, apparently near the Adeptus Amasecus. This turn-off is visible from the bar's entrance. Okay. Yes, it has to be after. Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking of giving Abelard
What advice do you seek?
Thunderhammer. Yeah. Have Thunderhammer. Smash. No. Love it. Excuse me. Right, everyone else I've got set up. Range weapon gun. For some reason I set the gun range weapon. Blade instead. Melee weapon. I'm fumbling. Melee weapon first, then ranged weapon. Because apparently a simple sword. That is apparently a simple sword is superior to a chainsword, which should not be the case. Right, what else do we want to do? Abelard should have medkits on him, but he doesn't for some reason. You are battered. Fire grenade, bomb grenade, force grenade. Okay, yeah. Service costs. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Cool. Right, well, we took one casualty in dealing with this mess. Let's get everyone grouped up before we blunder into another fight, shall we? Scrap chainmail, dump it. Who was I going to give the armor to? I was going to give the heavy armor or the medium armor to you, because you're already not dodging anything, so... Immunity to burning, extra shit against fire damage. Yeah, put that on. Yeah, chainsword, basic axe, yeah, dump all of that.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Just writings and shit. Oh, I haven't written actually stuff. Random junk. Right, now we're just back around to here. Yeah, I did not mean to engage them in combat. I was actually trying to stay away from them and then I blundered in. Huge walls that rise above the chaotic buildings of Footfall are strikingly different from small houses and squalid huts sitting huddled under the soaring arches. Yeah. It's a very strange place up here. Quite a juxtaposition. Right, somewhere there was a lift, but I couldn't get access to it. What are you guys doing? What are you doing? Oh, it's down there, that's what. Box here. That would have gone by... No, we can't go there. Why? How would we get there? I don't know how we get there. Just doesn't go around, so... Doesn't. That goes back on to here. No, that doesn't go around. Okay, never mind. Right. Okay. And yeah, we can't use this lift. Because it's down there despite being up here. Okay. Odd. So I'll actually talk to the guy around this place for bar, so right. Let's
Is there money to be made?
Let's go to the rest of Footfall then. Let's go to where we're supposed to be going. Again, the balance of this game is really weird. Not sure Thunderhammer should have been in the hands of some random dude like that, but they do seem relatively well equipped rather than just a normal sort of gang, so... Right, what are we doing? What are we doing?
This place was intended to be merely a hall within the temple, but now a whole city has been squeezed into it.
A rational decision. Ecclesiarchy temples lack the critical functionality that a void station requires, unlike the chapels of the Adeptus Mechanicus.
Ah.
Just as I planned.
As columns appeared back when the station was founded, it was assumed that Footfall would become a wondrous place in the stars. Yep, well, they're fucking wrong. Apparently. Large medkits. Propaganda. Use cogitator.
Operation successful.
Okay, that opened the door for us. To a place that we can jump over. Something we can poke. Okay. Touch wire, done that.
Keep your wits about you.
An
What a
expected
peculiar
result.
thing.
Cool. Stuff. A great sword. A two-handed primitive sword. Okay. Commander's monocle. Whenever an ally is under the effect of a voice of command ability makes an attack during an extra turn, the attack deals another 15% damage. Hell yes. I'll take that over my fucking helmet. Actually, do I want to? 10% armor, +4 fellowship. Do I want 10% armor? No, extra 15% damage is going to be better. Yeah, cool. Okay, what we got here? Okay, there was a corpse.
I've read about this.
Numerous wounds and injuries indicate this was a particularly brutal murder. This is A and V carved in the fucking so the victim's shoulder blade. Okay, cool. Wonderful. It's almost like the Anvers are just big problems. So I don't know if this is the way we're supposed to be going. Gunsmiths. Anvers are really nice guys, sure. Send a courier service, a letter. Thank you, it's been a while since I last received a letter. It is from some young lady who's smitten with me. No, these are bills. That's unfortunate. Okay. Yeah, your Thunderhammer, that's pretty nice. Yeah, I mean, they used it on us at least once, but or tried to. They set fire to everyone repeatedly, but you get past that. I mean, yeah, they did give us the Thunderhammer, which is quite nice. Oh. Buzzing crowd has closed in on several harried-looking individuals. Some of their faces are smeared with fresh blood. The angry cries and twisted faces leave no doubt a massacre is about to take place. Oh shit. Just cut their throats already. What they were thinking, letting that ship dock at Footfall. They're all stricken. No cutting. They get their blood on us, we'll be tainted too. Better burn them. What is going on? I just show you that it's a good product, sure. Oh, this is Hieronymus Doloroso. Be quiet, you scoundrel. A priest clad in a simple black raiment cuts through the crowd like a void ship crossing the sky. You dare pass judgment on others. What arrogance to think you have the right. Argenta starts at the sight of the elderly priest. That's Reverend Hieronymus. I'm surprised he's decided to intervene in a street squabble. Intervene. What's going on here? Several dozen gazes bore into you. And who are you supposed to be? I'm, rogue trader of the Von Valentius dynasty. Yep. Rabble Rouse's expression changes completely, and he makes a clumsy attempt at a bow, then crumples to his knees. Your lordship, I'm so sorry. Sorry for not recognizing you. You see, it's your first time on Footfall, and we didn't know. Terrified, you fall silent. We were just rooting out heresy here. These scrawny ones. They're from a ship that came from the bowels of the Corellis Expanse. They've got a plague there, and mutants, and now they're spreading the rot everywhere. The taint. They're all. Silence! You must be completely out of your minds. Band of woefully dim-witted reprobates who think themselves bringers of justice. Who are you to pass judgment on anyone? All you ought to be doing is suffering and repenting till the end of your days. What's so wrong about that, Reverend? We just want to put these heretics to death. We're not heretics, a haggard man on the verge it is. We're refugees, I swear it on the Golden Throne. We served the Imperium faithfully until they hung us out to dry. Where were the protectors that were meant to shield the lands of humanity from nightmares? Traitors and heretics, a lot of them. A murmur runs through the crowd, people gawk at you, priests, the wretched group huddling in the centre. How tiring. A motley sea of colours fills this restless crowd. It's hard on the eyes. So many hues, but most of them are acid yellow, streaks of fear. The red buds swelling, ready to burst and paint all who are gathered here. Cassia looks at the crowd of troublemakers wearily, and they shudder at the very sight of her. As for the hearts of those who have been forced to defend themselves, they are shrouded in a purplish black grief, but their words are as transparent as ice that lies on top of a glacier. But commoners are always deaf to others' suffering, for such is their nature. Interfering in their affairs is hardly worthy of you or me. Ah! Right. Let's receive the instructions. Huh, okay. Alright. Right. Those are serious accusations you're spouting. I hope you have proof to back them up. What more proof do I need? The man shouts. Kiavagama used to be a prosperous world. My family transported goods from there for generations. When they came, they butchered, tortured, sacrificed entire blocks to the darkness. We were on our ship up in orbit. All those messages started coming in. Half the wardens down there joined them right away. And they even reached us in our ship with some blight that made half our crew take their own lives. We barely escaped. We barely made it here. Why? Why did this happen to us? I wonder what all this was about. Is our planet really under attack, or did some devious opportunist send these slanderers here to undermine the might of the Von Valancius dynasty? Who could it be, I wonder? Right, yeah, as the master of Kiavagama, and if... yeah, sorry. I am the master of Kiavagama, and if these people are my subjects, then I am the only one who can decide what to do with them. I command the onlookers to disperse. As for the rest of you, go to the docks and await further instructions. Hey, you lot heard what his lordship said? Get to the docks! Right. Rabble rouser turns to you and bows deeply. Don't you worry, none, your lordship. We'll go with these people. We'll watch them and make sure they keep their trap shut about you. No, you were supposed to disperse. Fuck off. Okay. Right. The arrogance and self-righteousness of a malefactor. The priest shakes his head disapprovingly, then his eyes shift to you. I am Reverend Hieronymus Doloroso, head of the Drusian mission here on Footfall. I thank you for stepping in. Please come see me when you have time. We can talk then. Okay. Well, we just prevented a massacre. Just a fucking lynching going on out here. Right, everyone group up. Still selling all knickknacks for everyday use. Okay. You'll see that. Small food booth, the portions look meager. Tiny shop direction, that's supposed to be doing, you know it, so... That's where or where's what? Where's what?
Success is the only
In a
outcome
mishmash
I
of
accept.
devices and cables, you notice equipment from totally different eras. Some ancient, some merely old, and others hastily tossed together in more recent years. Interesting.
I always get the
Statues
job done.
undoubtedly depicts Parsimus de Wayne, the legendary rogue trader who founded Footfall. Such as cogitator would be enough to break any tech priest's heart. The machine is leaning slightly to one side, grimy, covered in scrawled drawings, with frivolous writing scratched here and there on the casing. Several keys are missing, and the rest are coated in dust. Pascal's respirator lets out a mournful hiss before he says grimly, "The right of operation has been repeatedly and blasphemously violated, requesting the identification and punishment of the deplorable acolyte entrusted with caring of the spirit of this machine." Try to repair the cogitator. After a series of creaks and groans, the cogitator's dusty screen lights up. On it, several lines of text, section headings. Praise the Omniscire. The machine spirit of this cogitator is aggrieved but willing to serve. Accompanied by a crackling of binary prayer. Pascal's mechadendrites gently place a couple of keys lying on the floor back in place. Select the section titled Welcome! The screen flickers a few times before revealing to the world a text in low Gothic. In the name of the founder of Footfall Station, conqueror of the stars, builder of outposts, and the noblest rogue trader, Parsimus de Wayne, and on behalf of his descendants, I welcome you. This cogitator was installed on the order of the illustrious Parsimus, so that the needy may tap into the flow of his wisdom. Cast your eyes upon the list of sections and choose what you wish to know. Useful. Abelard's brow furrows. Parsimus Duane? I've never heard of such a rogue trader house. Lord Captain Parsimus Duane, one of the trailblazers of the Coronis Expanse, and the station's founder. I've read about his great deeds. Lord Duane was once a colonel of the Asterum Militarum, but by his will he later inherited a warrant. He accumulated enough power to gather a small fleet of loyal allies and venture out into the Coronis Expanse. They say Footfall was meant to be his personal palace world, but the construction dragged on for decades, and Lord Parsimus eventually died of old age. His enemies instantly tore Footfall to pieces and turned it into the bastion of humanity we know today. One that is full of bandits, privateers, hustlers, and rogue traders. Pleased with herself, Cassia nods slightly to let everyone know the lecture's over. Right, about Footfall. About Footfall. Yeah. Footfall Station has been envisioned by the great Parsimus Duane as a palace in the stars, as majestic as the spirit and mind of its creator. As of the year of this cogitator's installation, merely a small fraction of the great Parsimus designs has yet been made a reality, but already their audacity and grandeur are staggering. Footfall is to become a gateway to the savage and barely explored Coronis Expanse, a foothold for future conquests by the Imperium and the noble Parsimus Duane, who acts by the Emperor's will. Cogitator wheezes and blinks, clearly trying to shut down. Nope. Emergency repair. Cogitator whirs and screen turns back on. One of the first structures on Footfall was a colossal statue of the Emperor. A whole asteroid was used for the creation of this sculpture, but even its titanic proportions cannot convey the awe that every faithful servant of the Imperium feels before the Master. The statue is the center of Footfall in the same way that the Emperor is the center and heart of the Imperium. As construction progresses, new smaller asteroids are being attached to the statue. Their surface serving as foundation for glorious palaces and temples, and their inner tunnels as home for the commoners and rabble. Okay, Parsimus Duane's design. Cogitator flickers and grunts before displaying a tapestry of text. The great Parsimus Duane intends to conquer the Coronis Expanse and build the most grandiose structure, which will shine through the ages, praising the names of its creator and its descendants. Footfall, the palace in the stars. The glory of this the great Parsimus' deeds will live on throughout the ages, and his grand designs. Cogitator hisses and grunts as it tries to clean its insides by spewing out dust and detritus through its cracks. Oh no. Cogitator hisses for a while, then the screen flickers and once more shows words. The great Parsimus Duane intends to conquer... Pascal's Vox wheezes mournfully. The spirit of this machine is enraged and will perform its function no more. I will see to it that the profaners responsible for its maintenance are marked for server penance. Whoops, okay. Oh dear.
I always keep my options open.
Right, yonk.
My success is an irrefutable certainty.
Cool, random junk, thanks. Okay, that's the point. Tulip, how do I get my profit factor up? I'm not understanding something. Because it seems as though we're never going to be able to afford anything cool. Alright, let's do that. Let's have a word with... Can we speak with Master Zerla now? Right. Ronimus Doloroso. The man with the face so drawn it appears to be made of nothing but skin and bone, fixes his unblinking bird-like eyes on you. Bruce's simple black clothes have next to no adornments, and they do nothing to mask his unhealthy gauntness. In a cracked voice he says, "The Emperor protects." The Emperor protects, Reverend. But he protects only those of pure faith and heart. Do you think yourself one of them? Be leery of this conviction of yours. Many who have risen to the pinnacle of faith have fallen from it into the embrace of pride, most degenerate. And you must be the young von Valentius. That name carries weight, and it is a burdensome one, for its reputation suggests that Theodora has encumbered it with many a transgression. I wonder, will you seek to shed them, or will you carry them onward, picking them along the way like ripe fruit and savouring sweet poison? Various ways, but mostly through story choices, production, and planetary colonizations. Gotcha, okay. Heretical, have no doubt about me. I'm a complete reprobate and an invertebrate miscreant whose existence is in front of the Emperor. No! Right, dogmatic, persuasion 100%, I'll make the sign of the Aquila. I put my faith in the Emperor. Put my faith in the Emperor. Persuasion test succeeded, he gives you a scrutinizing look, then his tone softens. Well, then be twice as diligent, for the sector will seize any chance to test your faith. He looks at Argenta, who is standing nearby, and his voice softens slightly. Greetings, sister. I congratulate you on your return. Was your pilgrimage fruitful? It was, Reverend. Let it be known here that Theodora von Valancius' ship was attacked by servants of the archenemy, who appall at the heart of any righteous soul, she says, nearly hissing with fury. And not all of them a fitting end. Some fled, and more than that, their blasphemous words clearly pointed to this attack being part of a larger design. Reverend Hieronymus, I wish to join the esteemed rogue trader's crew and help protect the von Valancius dynasty from the forces of the archenemy. I'm requesting myself of the responsibility of guarding the Footfall reliquary. I'd add something to that. If it weren't so beneath me, Sister Argenta stood by my side during the assault on the ship. Use her assistance going forward. Use her assistance going forward. Hieronymus nods at the thought. Follow the call of your soul, sister. The Footfall reliquary will be preserved even without your contribution, as it was in all the years preceding your arrival. Hieronymus smiles sadly. I know what it is that calls you to follow the rogue trader, Sister Argenta. You seek combat. It helps you to forget how hollow and worthless our lives truly are. It offers the illusion of meaning. Perhaps you will relinquish this illusion one day, or perhaps you will die before that date comes. Regardless, I wish you luck on your new path. That's concerning. But before you start on your path before your new destiny, I have a request to make of you and your companion. Many among my flock are from the poorest, most dispossessed people on Footfall, and have brought me troubling news from Footfall's shadow quarters. In the darkest corners where the Liege's wardens do not venture, taint has taken root. Footfall is consumed by profanity, but even here, true heresy serving the archenemy is a rarity. The cultists who now dwell in the shadow quarters mark their abodes with the sun inscribed in blue and gold, and perform strange rituals in secret. The weak find solace in believing that those reports to be rumors, but I well know that evil lurks around, all around us, and I wish to see retribution. I come across heresy surprisingly often. I don't go to the Liege with this matter. We'll verify this rumor. I don't have time dealing with this. Come across heresy surprisingly often these days. Indeed, dark times are upon us, and wretched souls grow ever more eager to embrace heresy. But on Footfall and elsewhere, its foul buds are coming into bloom. Troubling news is arriving from many planets. There are whispers of wicked things that take place on Kiava Gamma, and just recently, a transport ship by the name of Navilica, teeming with refugees, arrived on Footfall from Winterscale's realm. Their world was stricken with blasphemous sedition, and such was the severity that they had to flee to save themselves. The Liege refused to accept them, and so they headed for Foulstone, a desolate cloister of the righteous. It was wise of them not to linger in this den of vileness. Why don't you go to the Liege with this matter? I do not walk the paths pleasing to the Liege, Hieronymus frowns. Vladim is weak and riddled with worms on the inside. He seeks to please his Casablanca masters, those peddlers of relics and of the unholy Xenos. I'll verify this rumor. With great pleasure, Argenta lays a hand on her weapon. I almost wish for the rumor to be true. My heart yearns to battle some heretics. We already did that, though. This is where I bid you goodbye, sister. Noble, is there more you wish to talk to me about? Yes, what are you doing on Footfall? Am I doing in this den of blasphemers, pagans, and the vilest of souls, you say? Well, Footfall is the first and last stop in the Coronis Expanse. It is the point of arrival for those who have just started on their path, and is also where those reaching the very end return, their souls wounded and bleeding. I embrace both the former and the latter, so that they may cast an honest eye over their impurity. It's not ending yet. No comment. Furthermore, rumours from across the entire sector amass on Footfall. If I hear crewmen whispering about a reclaimed shrine world or expressing desire to carry the Emperor's light into the darkness among the stars, I help my flock in their sacred duty. Devoted trailblazers need assistance, both spiritual and material, tools, equipment, even garments and simple everyday items, anything that might help pilgrims on their long journey and during the first days of the harsh frontier life is worth its weight in gold to us. May any help you offer to the effort of gathering such things be blessed. The path of true believers leads into darkness, to search for worlds that have lost his radiance, steeped in depravity. Blessed are the deeds of those who give themselves into the void and the warp in the hopes that their actions might bring light into the darker reaches of the expanse and deliver previously barren world into the Imperium service. Bloody hell. Hieronymus is silent for a few seconds. And all the more bitter is the realization that not all brave souls will succeed in their mission. Footfall still awaits news from the Wasteland Wayfarer, an ancient ark of a ship headed to distant stars. Her last astropathic message was sent from beyond the Cineris Maleficum, and the stars have kept her fate secret since. I bear another darker duty. The expanse is filled with tainted creations of unholy heretics. Those insidious objects are a danger to the soul, but I know what to do with them. Should you on your travels come upon any dangerous, corrupted objects, bring them to me, and the reward for your vigilance will be even more generous. The Drusian mission has much to share with the rogue trader. Fuck. Okay. I just traded off all my heretical shit just to get rid of the damn stuff. Bugger. Okay, tell me about yourself. Neither my past nor my present hold any secrets, but take heed when gazing into my heart, for many dark thoughts lurk within. What? What's troubling your heart? Bad omens, dark times have come. Ships from the Imperium barely appear in the Coronis Expanse anymore. In Footfall's shadow quarters, taint thrives, and the people here are corrupt enough to succumb to it gladly. Rumours around the Expanse say that the accursed Xenos have grown bold and are rearing their heads. They attack ships and settlements, walk under the suns of the Imperium worlds like kings instead of cowering in the shadows. What next? What adversities await us if such disgrace is happening already? He shakes his head sternly. There's more and more talk of how poorly things are going in the Expanse. Some days, it seems, I can't take 2 steps without hearing some peasant pontificating on the matter. Even if it is as dire as they say, the Von Valancius realm will not crumble under the blows of fate, no matter how devastating. Chin up, Lord Captain. This is no time to lose heart and lament your lot. Not only is your hope false, it is also dangerous. Among his servants there have been people of greater integrity who sullied themselves in their attempts to rise above the rest. Okay. Hey, Spy Sterner, how's it going? Very funny. Who were you in your past? A wretched fiend, blinded by my ambitions. I served my home planet's Adeptus Administratum division. I was a shrewd and sly bureaucrat, and I soared to great heights, to the very chair of prefect. In 30 years, I turned my home from a withered fringe colony into a prosperous world. Our wealth grew as we bloomed. But the bloom was a veneer for rot. Opulence had depraved us. The luxury had seduced us with its sordid promises. The planet's denizens no longer wished to pray or work, only sought entertainment and dangerous philosophies. 1,000 vile heresies and 1,000,000 appalling vices bred on my world like mold on a Nutribar. In those days, I saw with my own eyes the shameless ugliness of the soul. I repented of my hubris, left the position of prefect, and became a travelling missionary. I have been one ever since. As for my world, 20 years later, the Holy Inquisition consigned it to the purifying flames. Oh dear. Right, and the Emperor is merciful for allowing you a chance of redemption. Who said I had redeemed myself? I doomed an entire planet to degeneracy. It just works. Indeed. I doomed an entire planet to degeneracy. You think a decade or two of wandering with the mission is enough to atone for that? No, I am a poor excuse for a shepherd in his eyes. Your words about the past are drowned in murky hues of sickly green, and you talk of the present falls in grey flakes of ash upon the shoulders of your listeners. Sorrow truly weighs heavily on you, Reverend Hieronymus, and that is why the fire in your words is devoid of golden radiance. The faded flickers of teachings leave nothing but black soot on their souls. Oh, I have no more questions. I'm surprised you had any to begin with. Right, okay. Well, let's see what you got, but I haven't got anything useful to trade you. Yeah, yeah, holy gifts and jewelry. Okay. So, yeah, anything fun for me? Medkit, Enforcer helmet, Onslaught, Bloodhound stuff. Devastating. First use of an attacking navigator power this turn does not set the power on cooldown. Doesn't count the attack limit per turn. Second use of power or different power deals an additional 6 damage to all targets and 6 damage to the navigator. Ooh, ouch. Ouch. Okay. Here's the thing, if I buy that, all my profit factor will disappear, which is bad. Let's get a bit of reputation up with you, I guess. Holy gifts, holy gifts, holy gifts. Do we have any more profane shit to get rid of? I don't think we do. No. Jewelry, ship components. I don't get much favor with these guys because I traded a load of shit off to the Mechanicus. Yeah. Doomed an entire planet to degeneracy, not too bad. Like, look at the Elder. So degenerate that they created Slanesh. Yeah, sounds like the planet fell to Slanesh, basically. Oh, profit factor isn't spent when you buy stuff. Right, okay. I'm gonna grab that because that should be... That gives us options with Cassia. I'll accept that. 5 medkits. How many medkits do we have spare? All of 1, okay. So what are we actually trading? Don't really understand. I know profit factor is basically like financial influence as opposed to cash or something, but then we trade stuff for reputation. I'm kind of confused. Literally buy everything, profit factor doesn't go down. Profit factor is profit you're actively making, so it's a lot of the things you can afford at the moment. Yeah. We don't need that. We definitely don't need that. Okay. Right. I think I understand. Then what are we getting for selling stuff? I suppose we need to put some of that to storage, really, don't we? Miscellaneous. Okay. Cool. Alright. Protects. I have a question about faith. My sermon planted the seed of faith in the heart of another rogue trader once, Incendia Corda. Perhaps you are destined to become my second fiddler. Okay. Tell me about Incendia Corda. Have you heard of the Aspis Corda? Pirate, blasphemer, xenophile, and egregious apostate? Incendia is her heir, and a rarity among rogue traders. The protection of the Holy Warrant typically leads to a swift atrophy of conscience and pious dread, but not in Incendia's case. She relentlessly hunts down pirates and firebrands and brings rebelling colonies to repentance, establishing strict discipline. The weight of her wrath is great indeed. The colonies she punishes were girded with orbital rings of heretic corpses as a warning to the survivors. As her personal confessor and guide, I find no end in joy her triumphs in faith bring me. Interesting. Since when is orchestrating massacres a sign of virtue? Tolerance is worthy of respect. I mean, I'm trying to be iconoclast, but dogmatic iconoclast. Will we both? Fuck it. Her intolerance is worthy of respect. It's good that you realise this. It may be difficult to admit, but mercy is a weakness and a gateway for degradation. Yeah, about that. I mean, I could potentially get more XP or more dogmatic or iconoclast points by asking these, but I think we need to carry on, really. I must take my leave. Emperor protects. Right, let's get a move on. Okay, where the hell are we supposed to go? Probably this way. Navigates. All the stuff you can't use, we can't sell, you can put in the vault and the ship just to get it out of the way. Thank you, that will be helpful. I need to keep that. I don't know, I think I need to keep that out so I don't accidentally dump it. Oh, we can't drop stuff, okay. Is this actually worth anything? I suppose it is worth something to someone. Oh yeah, I was going to look at that. That can dumps. Some caps, everyone's armor. You're already wearing it. You're wearing something better. You probably want to dodge more than be hit. You've got something better. And you've already got it. So we're going to add all that to cargo. So that's better than my start prep, isn't it? No, start meter is 25. Yeah, that's got cargo. Okay, excuse me, yeah. Cargo. No. Okay, you can't add the flesh sample to cargo, you just drop it. So I'm gonna drop it. Unidentified acid, I'm gonna drop it. Dry dust, drop it. Data crypts, drop it. That can go into cargo. That I want to keep on me. Benjigons. All attacks for opportunity to deal additional energy bonus. To endurance. What else is doing attacks for opportunity is the question. I'll chuck that on you for reasons. Some chest plates. Alright, puzzle pistol. Keep out for a moment. Black water. Drop it. It doesn't let you simply drop it. You have to take it again when you leave. So, hang on. How do I put it in the ship's vault then? Oh, okay. That... It... What? I'll go to cargo, that we're keeping out. That might be necessary, I guess. Not sure if I'm supposed to keep this. The vault was in your personal room next to this. Oh, okay, so all of the shit that I'm dropping is just going to reappear in my inventory at the moment. Useful. Let's be bonus attack. Oh, alright then. Never mind then. Yeah, that's all the shit that we dumped. Have to take it again. That's bizarre. Oh, hang on. Xenobastis unknowness. Behavior, cruelty, trickery, rampant mating. Habit. Avoids, doesn't need air, diet, rocks, fears the Emperor, fire. Okay. It's kind of like a dude, but whatever. Medicate station. Pretty flowers overgrown with weeds, the halls of Footfall's former palaces and temples have been overrun by shabby houses of the present day inhabitants. Right, use cost data. Okay. Loot. Unyielding Vanguard boots. All allies and assists already is getting plus 40% bonus for. Okay, so that. For Abelard, but he's already got some boots on, but I don't think they really work. Yeah, whenever the wearer deals damage to an enemy, the wearer has a 25% chance to gain 2 movement points. That doesn't ever really seem to trigger. So, junk. Just steal everything from everyone.
My success is an irrefutable certainty.
Previously, haven't we? Yes. Okay. Oh, hang on. Ah. Page lives in us. It's clear that the one in the cage is not a Xenos, just an ordinary Voidborn who lost in a mutation lottery. Oof. Yaldery behavior, duplicitous, aggressive, habitat, woods, diet, infants 2 to 3 a week, fears the Emperor, righteous people. Jeez, okay. Unfortunate, I'll avoid one. I'm safe. 155. By order of Liege, renovation of air filtration. Okay, fine. Can't talk to you. Can make shipments, yeah. Nick and shit. Right. Hey boss, I have important matters to discuss with the Liege. Camera through.
Because Rykad trades Xeno artifacts on Footfall. They're fairly blatantly at that. And the Ordo Xenos is in no hurry to rectify the situation.
I always have a backup plan.
Right. So, yeah, that stuff didn't reappear in my inventory. And Car the Liege. Got anything else of interest around here? Probably all shit. Okay, right. Okay. So, what kind of nutcase are we dealing with? Dimtakara, the Liege. My patience. You remember the way out. Dismissed. A tall man in austere grey clothes makes a show of looking past the woman he's addressing. Vladim, what has he put such harsh words into your mouth? You talk like you're an Imperial clerk, not one of us. The woman who is standing with her back to you lets out an ostentatious sigh, then her tone changes dramatically. Where's my cargo, Vladim? Falco has it, doesn't he? So that's how you do business with your old friends these days. So you don't remember. And then the help will remind you. Guards, escort her out. Okay. Midori, move! A massive guard leans down on the woman and says in a low voice, Jay, get going while he's letting you. Go drown your sorrows at the Amasekos, and thank your lucky stars you were able to walk out the door. You won't get the chance next time. First an insult, now threats? I see courtesy intact and no longer valued commodity on Footfall. Oh well, I'll find myself a better deal. She turns on her heel and heads towards the exit. As she passes you by, she gives you a quick once-over, winks at you, then immediately turns away with a flip of her jet black hair. Okay. Guessing this is the person that we can pick up as a teammate. A tall man who has long since noticed your presence is studying you intently. Vladim Tokara, Liege of Footfall. Let us please proceed to my office. A spread befitting a visitor of your rank is waiting. Your entourage will be accommodated nearby. I was expecting a lot more befitting a visit trade on a scene. Certainly, let's go. Please, follow me. While you're engaged in small talk, you get a chance to take the measure of Liege Tokara. His expression is aloof and focused, his gestures curt and firm, and his speech calm and quiet, as though he is used to people always listening to what he says. Judging by his observant gaze, he has been studying you in turn this whole time. Interesting. Lyman straightens in his chair and says in a polite but completely indifferent tone, "Let's talk business. On behalf of the elite of Footfall Station, I offer you my condolences, Lord von Valancius. We mourn Lady Theodora's loss, and we hope this sentiment is taken as a sign of our good intentions and willingness to cooperate." In XP. Thank you, Liege. Terrible loss for all of us. Yeah. I hope that under your guidance, the dynasty can recover from this blow and attain even greater power. It was a bold move on your part to announce yourself as a new rogue trader of the von Valancius dynasty, despite not yet having your status confirmed by anyone of import from the Imperium. I appreciate such traits in people. It is good to understand who you're dealing with. As you may have noticed, Footfall is currently in a state of crisis, as people would benefit from the patronage of a figure such as yourself. I was attacked right at the docks. An outrageous stunt, a show of disrespect for both you and me. Sadly, such incidents on Footfall are akin to natural disasters, impossible to predict or preempt, they simply happen. Many consider Footfall to be a pirate den, but believe me when I say there is a difference between organized crime and gangs of thugs who have nothing to lose. You were attacked by the latter. The Anvers are a gang of punks who spit on our customs and hierarchy. Even their leader is more akin to an ideologue, a rabble-rouser who calls for people's heads, not a commander. Sooner or later, we will find him and have him strung up. That will likely cool his followers' enthusiasm. Awareness test succeeded. Behind the carefully built facade of composure, you sense anger. It appears that this man is not used to losing control, but that's exactly what's happening. Tell they're a real pain for you. I bet you'd love to cut these jokers, wouldn't you? Come on, admit it, you would, wouldn't you? Yeah, let's not provoke this guy. Have 2 appointments to go to before work. Bye, have fun. No worries, thank you for your help, Tulip, and thank you for being here. Hope you've enjoyed. Take it easy. Alright. I'd like to know more about the Anvers gang and why haven't they been dealt with yet? He grits his teeth slightly before answering. I've been using all my resources to delay their movement. The moment when the station is hit by famine. I haven't gotten around to the Anvers yet. As detrimental as they are, they're no players. When their leader dies, the rest will scatter. That's my new system. Right. Sorry for the loss of your assistant. What? The words seem to perplex him for a moment, but his face remains calm. Oh, that, yes. Her death was a regrettable development. Alright, who's the woman you threw out? And his expression hardens, and he makes a frustrated gesture. A dead woman walking. Some, however, still call her Jay Hidari. A small-time hustler with big ambitions that will lead her to a sticky end. Giggly. War Imperium test succeeded. It's strange. A small-time hustler, even a particularly audacious one, would not likely quarrel in public with a figure of as important as Liege of Footfall. What seems stranger still is that Liege knows this small fry by name. Yeah. She is irrelevant. Since I'm the one in control of the situation on Footfall, I can speak on behalf of all its noteworthy residents. What's the situation in the region? Troubling. The Xenos raids are growing more frequent. Trade is suffering, and fringe worlds are going under. Rumors of atrocities being committed by enemies of humanity are causing excessive panic due to their exotic nature. The core of the Imperium forces in the Coronis Expanse has departed for the sector's borders to combat the Xenos threat. There has been no word from them for a while now. Then again, with the distance and the current issues with astropaths, that is not entirely out of the ordinary. Still, we are not yet alone. From several of the worlds hit by Xenos attacks, we received reports of fierce warriors who descended from the sky and entered the fray. Fragmentary accounts lead me to believe that the blessed Adeptus Astartes are operating in the Coronis Expanse, and I await news of their victories with great anticipation. Have there been any Xenos attacks on Footfall? No, there haven't. Attacking Footfall in general is not a particularly reasonable thing to do. Many ships are docked here at any given time, and even listed weapons on board would make them for a decent fighting force. And that's not to even mention the firepower our esteemed merchants have shamefully hidden from the station's customs officials. Shamefully hidden, yeah, sure. The Imperium is permanently at war. I'm not surprised that merchantmen would fucking plug whatever weaponry they can onto their shit. For us here, Xenos are more of a source of income than a threat. Vanium freezes, gauging your reaction. Talk about Xenos artifacts. You should consider your words more carefully. I do not approve of the fear of Xenotech. One must know and understand the enemy. There's no shame in selling one's trophies for profits. Find it utterly unacceptable. Seneschal's a good listener. Let your disgraceful gossip on him. Ah! Right. I don't approve of the fear of xenotech. One must know and understand the enemy. I'm convinced that your connections with Footfall will allow you to broaden your knowledge and understanding of Xenos considerably. I will see to it that your curiosity is satisfied in every way. Interesting. What sort of patronage do you seek from me? Protection. Not military protection, but a different kind of security. You have, of course, already encountered difficulties with the warp navigation on your way here. I'm afraid the scope of these difficulties extends far beyond the area. Reports of disrupted routes and ships vanishing during short jumps coming in from across the entire sector. Communication with the Calixis sector has been extremely unstable. Of the ships that have dived into the moor in recent years, none have returned. The last ship that came through the moor from the other side was struck by a temporal anomaly. The jump took almost 2 decades in real space-time. Officers from Port Wanda, where you... Start again. Officers from Port Wanda, where you still have contacts from your days in the Navy, often talked about the whim of the moor and the early route from the Imperium to the Cronus Expanse. Even so, Ladium's words particularly alarming. It seems something had a profound effect on the moor. Cicatrix maledictum. Yeah, the massive warp rip that is covering half the galaxy. Well, split the galaxy in half. Right. And this brings us to our main issue. Footfall is a repair shipyard and a trading post. We barely produce anything ourselves and are largely dependent on incoming shipments, especially food shipments. The station, naturally, has some reserves, but the supply issues didn't start yesterday. Footfall would be obliged if House von Valencius would assist us by signing a contract for food deliveries. Right, hold on a sec. I need to take one of my meds. Oh, I can't take. I can't be the only one you've asked for help. Naturally, I tried contacting other rogue traders, but the terms of House Cordia would have bled Footfall dry. And as for the esteemed Caligos Winterscale, instead of a food shipment from him, I received a transport, the Navica, packed with refugees. I had to send them off to Foulstone. So many extra mouths to feed would have only worsened this crisis further. I suppose all these warp fluctuations must have created more pressing concerns for Lord Winterscale. And so I put my faith in you, the third and last of Footfall's allies. So Footfall is cut off from all of its shipments, local gangs are running wild, and local hustlers are throwing tantrums in your residence. Are you positive you're in control of the situation? Liege listens with a stony expression. You are very perceptive. Well, now you know what you're buying. This situation is difficult, but should you decide to offer your support, you'll forget about the existence of trading hubs other than Footfall, because you won't have any more loyal friends anywhere else. So what are the terms of this deal? It's simple. Delivery of food shipments from your fertile worlds, Janus, I imagine. I'm quite familiar with that jewel of the von Valencius Protectorate, in exchange for fair payment. Get on your knees and ask properly. No. Payment will be unfair, as I will be robbing you blind, but you'll remain in charge. You have a deal. Very well. I'll help Footfall, but not out of desire for profit. I have no interest in obtaining favours of becoming your patron, only in saving people's lives. I mean, I'll still take your money. Yeah, I'll help Footfall, but not out of desire for profit. I have no interest in obtaining any favours in kind or becoming your patron. I mean, saving people's lives. I'm not sure what to pick. I'm not sure. I think, yeah, I'll help, but not out of... Could lose an opportunity to become allies, but this place is a mess. Yeah, I'll help Footfall, but because I want to help people. Adam's gaze is slightly distrustful. Such clarity is a rare insight in the coroner's expense. Even figures as powerful as rogue traders do not share it often. Thank you, your lordship. Right. I have some questions about Footfall. Rest assured, I will be candid. My lips are bound by the oath of service. What exactly interests you on Footfall, the abode of merchants, xenotech traders, and only a few bandits? What oath are you referring to? There's a certain custom on Footfall. Any rogue trader who arrives at the station and docks is considered to be its absolute ruler, and the Liege, their loyal servant. This makes me your servant. My name's arrogant bearing contradicts his words. Okay. Well, I suppose Football will have to get used to its new harsh master. Aim at Vladim's head, so I can just blow your brains out and instate a new liege. That's probably a really bad idea. I won't abuse my right. And I, in turn, will remember your gracious attitude. And I'll remember it when the esteemed Caligos Winterscale returns to discover that Footfall is no longer under his patronage. He will be displeased upon finding his demesnes encroached upon, and will try to take it back. And Caligos Winterscale's displeasure is very, very hazardous phenomenon. A fight between two rogue traders will ensue, and, as ridiculous as it may sound, its outcome will most likely depend on the allegiance of the station's humble liege. Right. Something tells me you used to be a bit of a bandit yourself. You aren't wrong. My path was long and bloody, but in the end I rose from running a gang that had staked its claim to a treatment filter station to becoming the Liege of Footfall. Many died to make this possible, and those who survived figured it would be more convenient to put me at the head than continue the slaughter of the turf war. I can only hope that my elevation and the peace that came with it have done the station good. Right. What will happen if I take... right, there's a sound logic to having the sharpest mind run the station. The administrator will install some pitiful clerk instead. I appreciate your breadth of thinking. In this day and age, few choose to allow themselves such thing. Right, who holds the reins of the Xenogoods trade? The Casabilica mission. A criminal syndicate that has seized control of the entirety of the coal trade in the sector. Xenos creations are in high demand, and so every single colony has a Casabilican agent or two. Opposing their commercial interests is a lot more dangerous than using their merchandise. A pale ghost of a smile appears on his lips. Still, making friends with this organization is as profitable as it is dangerous to make enemies of them. And it just so happens that I've managed to earn their trust, and on Footfall, they conduct their business under my watchful eye. He sends you a meaningful look. Gotcha, no more questions. Well, other than, where does one go to make a few deals here on the station? Here, I am the main dealer on the station, and it would be disrespectful of me to suggest that you take your business to Footfall traders of lesser importance. Still, you might take an interest in a few people of note. For example, Reverend Hieronymus de Rosa, the servant of the ecclesiarchy, is rumored to purchase sacred relics from captains, and other traders don't seem keen on becoming his competitors. If you're looking for goods that can entertain you, the Octaviana is an establishment find Octaviana at the establishment called the Adeptus Amasecus. The chemical bliss that she offers is refined and possesses a satisfactory degree of purity. Just don't ask her to pour you a signature drink. It's meant for common Footfall rabble, not to certain clientele. Okay, I'm interested in your wares. Show me what you got. I'm at your service. You can expect the most generous discounts. What do we got? Furor. Resolve for each level of iconoclast body. Okay. Medkits. Orthorac pattern stubber order. I think that might be better than some of the other guys' weaponry that we've got. We already get some reputation with these guys. Don't know. It's, Eldar Plasma Grenade. Okay. Commissar Boots. Reserve pound hits. Is that toxin? So that's like a needle rifle. Okay. Let's grab a pair of bleeded boots. That's still a precise bolter, that'd be nice. But we can't get that. We need to improve our profit factor somehow. Kinda want that. Yes. I don't know who's actually going to use it, but it's, you know, better to have and not need. And let me make it so we got 12. Yeah, that'll be fine. Okay, cool. Okay, interesting. Right. So we're gonna have to go to Janus. What? Okay, that's not a contract, that's interesting. Hotbed of Xeno Heresy. Plundered Void Station in Langren's Belt, according to rumor, numerous testimonies, serving as a base for a band of pirates who are above doing deals with Xenos. Calamity on an industrial world. Accounts vary in details. I do agree on one thing. Kiava Gamma, a world owned by the Rogue Traders Dynasty, rich in ore and minerals, some kind of catastrophe has occurred. The Navica. Thousands of refugees from Winterscale's realm arrived on Footfall aboard the transport Navica, but found no refugee and set out for the desert world of Falster. Footfall is still waiting for news from an ancient ark known as the Wasteland Wayfarer, which set off for distant stars in search of new worlds. The vessel's last astropathic message supposedly came from the Cinerus Maleficum. Rumors about Xenos, cursed enemies of humanity, carrying out raids on inhabited worlds, ruthlessly destroying Imperial outposts. Travelers, Emperor's Blessed Angels coming to, to help, supposedly. Footfall welcomes the head of Von Valancius. What happened to Lady Theodora? Who's the new Rogue Trader? Yeah, okay. Right, so. Wait for the ship's inspection. Representative explorers willing to pay information studied. So, study 10 planets, okay. Right. Particularly aggressive gang. Yeah, so that's that. And on this hard is supply food. Sister Argenta has asked for Lord Captain's help with personal, so conducting rituals in the Shadow Quarters. The presence of Sister Argenta is highly advisable. Okay. Undisgraced stranger and the Adeptus at Panasecus, yep. Let's find information. And that's the dog owner ship. Okay, so we need to find the Amasecus, wherever the hell that is. Alright, let's go. Ooh. Lord Captain, I am pleased to report that the inspections have been completed and all identified system failures have been resolved. The void ship is ready to depart Footfall. The crew is waiting for further instructions, and there are also a number of issues that need to be addressed. Okay. Interesting. Oh, at least our shit's fixed. Right. Loot. Loot. Dolores. That's McDagon. Carnival Barker. So what loot is looting?
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Ooh. Bastion Quarter. A well-groomed young man calls out to you. He is clean-shaven and dressed in clothes that are expensive, but unshowy, with a bright aquila embroidered in a prominent spot. Your lordship, I humbly ask for a minute of your time. I am Bastion in Durama Bastal Quarter, youngest cousin of House Quarter, envoy of Incendia Bastal Quarter, rogue trader of the Coronus Expanse by the grace of the Most Holy Emperor. Quarter, As some of the most influential rogue traders in the Coronus Expanse, but not on Footfall. This station is under control of House Winterscale. Something tells me that we are about to hear a most curious offer. This is Abelard under his breath, so only you can hear it. What do you wish to speak to me about? A matter of utmost delicacy. You've seen... you see, you've been to the residence of Liege. Vadim almost certainly appealed to you for assistance in the arrangement of shipments to Footfall. The Von Valancius Protectorate is famed for the abundance of its main agri-world, Janus. It would be odd for him not to seize on such an opportunity when Footfall is on the verge of famine. However, the Quarter Dynasty pursues its own interests on Footfall. We've already announced our terms to the Liege, but he is stalling. I imagine in hopes of getting a better offer from you. The Quarter Dynasty believes, Bastion smiles and gives a slight shrug, that cooperation would be preferable for both rogue trader houses. If you refuse Valim, thereby forcing him to agree to a deal with us, the Quarter Dynasty can promise you a share of the profits from the future contract, as well as certain other perquisites. Everybody benefits. The Emperor's most loyal servants should be more concerned with carrying his will through the stars, and less with divvying up profit among themselves, Argenta says disapprovingly, but quietly enough so that not to interrupt the negotiations, especially when the well-being of one of the Imperium's worlds is at stake, even one such as Footfall. Behind your smile, Master Bastion, teal shadows swirl. Others may not see them, but your worry cannot escape my eye. What are you afraid of? Your house's wrath, should these negotiations prove fruitless, or the wrath of House von Valancius? Right. Would you mind elaborating on the terms of your proposal? Not at all. Would you like to take these negotiations somewhere more suitable? Then I may go over the details, sure. Bastion smiles and opens his mouth to offer another piece of sugar-coated courtesy when suddenly... Oh dear. Oh, for goodness sake!
Your arrogance will be your downfall.
Can anyone talk to me without being shot? That is a lot of bad guys. That's a lot of bad guys. Can anyone talk to me without getting shot today? Right, cool, okay. There. Who's next? Oh shit. Okay, that's gonna be interesting. Go there. Who's next? Magenta. Oh great, now there's guys up here as well. Oh, and you're going immediately after me. Cool. Well, almost immediately after me. Lovely. This is a great deployment. Go there, then who we got? You can rock out with the plasma out. Sniper rifle in all though. Shit. Hang out there. And shotgun check. Probably you're at 4 nova ones. I guess you can go here. Sure. Yeah, okay. Go for it. Right, here's the problem. what I'd like to do... Oh, what angle is it? No. The fight's that way, you idiot.
I'll see to it personally.
Bugger. That's not helpful in the slightest. Why are we designating the ship wrongly? This is the wrong way around. Why can't I set up cover efficiency and dodge reduction? No, this is done.
Who, if not me?
So you lot what was that? Okay, so let's get rid of you. Voice of command. Take aim.
It's as good as done.
Then
I'll make it happen.
blast that guy.
My vow is to serve vital functions successfully terminated.
A splat. Nice. Okay. Then what's the game to? Who's in charge here? I'm a specialist.
The Omniscient knows all, comprehends
Do
all.
that. Then, I don't know, perfect spot. Not really. Machine spirit banishment. No, what's that? Oh, that takes too long down.
Request approved.
Analyze. Okay. Right, that's the rest of my turn. I need to remove this because this is a done deployment. This deployment is done. I need to move him over there so he can actually fucking see something. To like there.
My gut tells me it's a bad idea.
What is this one?
On it.
So, okay, cool. That'll be. Next.
Let's make it quick. Out of my way.
No. Ow. Okay. Right then. So I can fuck up those guys, or I can buff up Abelard and you can do something useful. Right, what's the order? Abelard, Argenta, damn it. Yeah, oh no, I can't get him over there. Shit. That's right in the fucking way.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Yeah. What's the
I'm
Emperor?
not accustomed to being ordered around.
Let's get you active. Can shoot anything new. Step up. Can shoot them without choosing Avalon. No. Fuck. However, that is an action, isn't it? Oh man! Actually, 5 MP, next attack costs 1 AP less. Yeah. Oh no, wait, what's she already got? Okay. It's not one worse, that's probably worse. Yeah, that'd be worse. Percentage is fucking terrible. Yeah, then do that. Move to this. Find a rocket for wait. Oh I'm done.
I'll do it.
I'm done. Wait.
That is not the Emperor's will.
Fuck.
As the Emperor commands.
That was dumb. I dommed. I fucking dommed. I don't know why I did that. Because I thought that ability would also reduce the AP cost, but it doesn't. It does not.
Me? If you insist,
Great
Lord
fuck.
Duty demands.
Let's get to it. Hold on.
Just a minor setback.
Seriously. Right. Okay. So my Syric Butcher in front and to the size of the attacker. I think we'll do that. Oh, we'll also do. You're both wounded. Come on. Nah, splat.
I will do my duty.
Drop the
Take care
hammer.
of this one.
Nice. Right. And get you to charge that guy. Should get you out of the way for Argento.
Indeed.
Go, go, go! That's unfortunate. Parried. Lame. Yeah.
It will be done.
Brace for impacts, because you're in a very dangerous situation. Or I could restore all my AP and MP and start smashing. That's quite a distance away. And you're going to be completely without help. No.
Let's get to it. I'm here, maggot.
Stun grenade. Stun
Out of
grenade.
my way.
Right.
Let's get to it.
Oh, there's like. Ow.
Is part of the trial.
Yeah, there's loads of them over there. Shit. Okay, that's a problem. Right. Cool.
Faith without
rock up
deeds
there
is
and back
worthless. None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
Nice, nice, nice. Good stuff, good stuff. Okay. Let's have a think. How we generate? Can you see them? Don't know. No. Put it there, then you can see them, yeah. So we are not in a good defensive position there at all. Here. Then I'm going to be able to. Okay. Put you there.
Rejoice in battle!
Yeah, we're going to put you here. Yeah, they're going to do that. Then you're going to trigger.
In thy light I stand,
Firearm
and thy
mastery.
light I crave.
And you shoot.
Doubt is for the weak.
That guy.
You, my Emperor!
And then you're going to shoot him again.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Okay. Then you're going to shoot him again.
I'll do it. If I will hit it.
Then. You're gonna.
Faith
Run
without
and gun.
deeds is worthless.
It's too dangerous. Then. Sure. Then. Shoot again.
God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart.
Nice.
As the Emperor
Momentum.
commands, I act.
High momentum.
Sweet.
Scared yet?
Okay. Let's have a thinking time, because there's a lot more bad guys than I thought there were, as always. But we are cutting through them. Could do. Could just shoot that guy. Recoil and his dodge is reduced. Recoil increased dodge. Yeah, that would be useful. Maybe sort of useful over here, but not really. Not hugely. I mean, good here. Affect all of us. Yeah.
The scriptural prognosis is favorable.
Kim's prey, not really have any abilities that really make use of the prey thing. Right, then we're going to.
Request approved.
Perfect spot. Even though we're about to blast the only one that we're in a perfect spot.
Running by nearest to the right.
And you missed. Fuck. That's annoying. Hecata. Hecata gets a turn. dumper. Stackable bonus.
Nothing I can't do.
Let's do that. Not that really does anything. I'm gonna blast this guy, these guys, all of these guys. Yeah, the better odds of just shooting them, so. Hang on, we got one that increases. Yeah, area attack does extra damage. Go
Suits
for
my
it.
purposes.
Then shotgun.
Already done. Nothing new. Was your biggest
Nice. Very nice. Fucking hell. Get a run and gun and then shoot that fucker. Would you have any AP left to shoot? Yes, you would. Oh, well, it would be free, so go for it.
Never wavered in the face of adversity.
Go for it. Go forward. Shoot. Rebellious
Suits
force.
my purposes.
That was an action point, wasn't it? Shit. That's alright. This is free, essentially. Cool.
Nothing of that.
Nice! Fucking hell. Very nice. She is fucking brutal.
Here we go. Pain and duty go hand in hand.
Round 2, what's happening? That was, that was only round 1. Whoops. Right then. Kind of need to redesignate a load of this, don't we? Shit. Yeah, because he did only forwards and then didn't. Set that up there. Oh, I can only move one at a time. Okay. Sure. Right. Let's see. I've already voiced the already once, haven't I? So I'm going to do that to you. Then. More cover and double the effective distance. It's not really that brilliant.
I'll see to it personally.
Whoa, what's happening? That's not what I wanted. What just happened? What are you doing? Oh. That's not what I wanted to do. Whoops. Okay. Why would I go to the other? But Abelard can charge that guy.
It's as good as done.
That, then...
I'll make it happen.
Gonna charge for Abelard. From Abelard. Smack!
You a target.
Nice. Right. Yeah, now I think it's time to do the daring
No
breach.
matter the cost.
Wander out of there. Smack them.
Victory is imminent. I
Splat.
took care of this one.
might have a glitch. I'm not sure why he's got
I've
so
seen
many
worse battles than this in my time.
movement points. Smack! Shit, okay, I feel gonna be tough. Twice dead Lanny. Right, so there
At
was
your beck and call.
We're gonna do that. And then we're gonna smack you again.
It will be done. Target
Splat.
well struck.
Okay. That's you done, basically. Cool. Then... yeah, I'll take a shot at this guy.
I'll see to it, Percy. Your end was inevitable.
Dead. Nice.
Hold on.
Reduced to
Smack.
dust.
Nice. Right, who's left? I think it's just this guy, isn't it? Right. Let's have a range. Why are we unable to command these guys? What's this? Get those. Oh, she's got fucked on, so... yeah, okay. Trigger that. Do massive damage.
If I may,
Brain fuck.
another foe painted black.
Splat. Cool. Okay, so chest plate, chuck that. Chain axe, okay. That needs to be looked at. Cool. No loot left behind. Well, aside from the
Rise to the
drops on
top,
purpose.
or get left in the dust.
What have we got here? Since no. 4 specs. That's plus 10 bonus to awareness. Ooh. Cool. Right. Anyone else that I haven't looted? No, but there's stuff over there that I haven't looted. It's random junk. Cool. Okay, so, let's reconvene. Bloody hell. I'm gonna drop a save. 156. So unfortunately, I have run out of time. So I'm gonna call it there. I think we've done pretty well today. I mean, we managed to have, what, one conversation where the person talking to us hasn't been shot in the back. So, we'll call that successful. Whoops. We did run into the gang of incendiary nutters by accident, and, well, we didn't do very well against them, but, yeah, this place is a bit of a mess, so we'll do what we can to try and unfuck it. But it's been good to get back into this. It's been good fun. So, what's happening? Tomorrow at 1000 hours GMT+1, I should be streaming some MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries. Then at 1800 hours GMT +1 tomorrow, I shall be streaming some gently modded HPS Battletech. So hopefully catch you at one of those. Until then, I hope everyone watching has had fun. I hope everyone watching in the future has had fun. I appreciate all of you. I've had fun. I think all the stuff to say is. You've been watching Gaming. My name is Bill. I'm the angry autistic asshole. Like, comment, subscribe, run around screaming Turn notifications on, otherwise I'm just screaming at myself in the dark, and that's just kind of boring and lonely. It's much more fun with more people in the dark screaming, so get on in here and get screaming. I have a PayPal, Throne, Steam wishlist, and Ko-Fi. If you wish to support this mess, that'd be greatly appreciated. And I have a Discord server and Facebook page where I announce what I'm going to be streaming and when, so be sure to keep an eye on them. Links to all those things are in the link that I posted in the chat. Thank you, Haste Dragon, for the resubscription at Tier 3. Really do appreciate it. But yeah, unfortunately, we are leaving. You have missed everything. Right, who are we raiding? Who are we raiding? Who are we raiding that was playing something similar to this? Rude. Right, what are we doing? Who are we raiding? Who are we raiding? Who are we raiding? Who are we raiding? Let me think. We haven't raided the Cornish Knight for ages. Let's raid him. Yeah. Or do we raid someone who is playing? We actually raid someone who's playing bloody Rogue Trader. Probably should, shouldn't we? Should we? Yeah, let's raid someone new who's playing Rogue Trader. Sure, why not? We'll raid Nurfree. I guess. What do you like? Let's have a look. RPGs, mess with people, thanks again, sense of humour. Alright, cool, yeah, you seem cool. Right, so we do have raid messages, which I'm going to chuck into the chat. If you are not a subscriber, please copy that raid message. If you are a subscriber, please copy that raid message. We're going to throw that in Nuhur's chat, crash a party, announce a glorious survival. You know how it goes. So, let's get the raid going. In 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alrighty, bye bye.